Okay.
Hey guys, how's it going? We got Salty Saturday here. I've joined just in the nick of time. The Facebook post is up. I'm Slim, joined with both Mange and Super Sam. How's it going, guys?
It's doing great.
Good.
Like, I haven't talked to you guys all day. I haven't been around. I haven't been watching the EU finals or anything.
Oh, I have not been watching the EU finals either. I should probably get to do that after this.
Well, rip. I guess it's going to go on again tomorrow, but yeah. Outside of that world, we've got our own THL thing happening here. We've got, starting fresh out the gate with probably the biggest match, we have DeerJason from Supreme against Moxie from Team Rank 5. Moxie, of course, being someone very near and dear to Mange's heart here.
Absolutely.
But of course, we'll keep all that bias out the window, although I'm sure you have some information about his lineup that we might be able to glean here.
And we have top 8 of spring preliminaries for the North America, DeerJason.
We do.
He's bringing a very similar lineup to what he did at spring preliminaries with his, hopefully, Freeze Mage. We love to see a Freeze Mage game.
We do. Super Sam does, especially. And we can probably assume the Freeze Mage, given that he has banned Warrior. And we also have Moxie's banned, who has banned Warlock. Jason's got Mage, Rogue, and Shaman. Speaking of Mage, Moxie's got Druid, Hunter, and Shaman. So both Shamans living through the ban phase, which you don't see that every day so much.
Yeah, I think that DeerJason's Rogue is going to have a really hard time getting through with the Shaman and the Hunter. He's to get an easy win on this, he's going to have to win the Druid versus Rogue matchup. And kind of try and make it so those two face each other.
You wouldn't like a Rogue against a Hunter?
I would not. I think mid-range Hunter is very favored.
Huh.
Just that hero power is so dangerous.
Yeah. Yeah.
And especially if they're running deadly shots.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Deadly shot is the bane.
Goes through stealth shenanigans. Goes through big Edwin plays. Yeah. Deadly shot. Some do run even 2. A lot run 1. Yeah, that could definitely be an issue. Although the deadly shots might prove weak in other matchups. So yeah, it'll be tough. It might matter. I don't know, as things often do in Conquest, which lines up with which.
If Moxie actually did bring double deadly shot, I think he's severely rewarded here. For Freeze Mage, it's very good against Doomsayer, and then for Rogue, very good against everything. And then for Shaman, those 5/5s and those 7/7s are not very easy to deal with. And with an Unleash the Hounds, you could probably clear a board and leave the 7/7 there.
Yeah. Oh, these guys are actually in. Let's get.
Awesome.
Yeah, so I'm actually not too sure what they'd lead with. If there was a chance of Rogue being a potential weakness in lineup, some people might lead with it because of that. Some people might just queue up randomly. But I don't know. I tend to believe in THL where individual wins matter. That queuing up randomly isn't always the best way to go.
I think you always want to queue up with your best deck first. A deck that you think is better against all 3 of your opponent's decks, which makes sense for Shaman.
Yeah, apparently it's Shaman for both these players. Makes sense. If my Shaman escaped the ban phase, I'd be pretty happy too. And probably.
And we see 2 aggressive Shaman decks. These don't really look like mid-range Shamans from the Lava Shock. Is that Lava Shock? Yeah, Lava Shock and Argent Horse Rider.
Yeah, Surfin Murgleton, Argent Horse Rider.
The Flame Totem off the top is going to actually make a great difference in this game. Just getting ahead right there means that maybe DeerJason can only hero power this turn. Putting him severely behind. I'd probably Lava Shock the 3-1.
Yeah, this is actually a pretty significant swing early on in this matchup. Is this Flame Tongue Totem? Like, it's really hard for the aggressive Shaman to react. You'd really rather be in Moxie's position right now.
Yeah. And DeerJason tries to come back with the 7/7, but we see that it's just going to get severely punished by the Argent Horse Rider and the Rockbiter weapon.
This Divine Shield right here is just ridiculous.
Pretty good value.
Wow. If you're in DeerJason's shoes here, what do you do here?
Yeah, he's
Abusive
one man up
Sergeant.
playing Feral Spirit, which is going to be necessary to stave off some of this and soak it up, but yeah, just this Abusive Sergeant to at least try and kill the 4-1, I suppose.
Maybe it threatens a lightning storm in DeerJason's hand. Maybe he's running it, but
Yeah,
I think Moxie's just in a very commanding position here.
yeah, I think having seen the Sir Finley Mergleton, Moxie's really not going to fear the potential of a lightning storm at all. At any point, really. Yeah, so he's not even... No, he does trade with the Abusive Sergeant, keeps the shields intact, and sets up lethal on board.
You win this one.
And DeerJason could have fought it off a little bit, but just decides to concede. He can see where this game's going in the long run.
That just shows you the power of Flame Tongue Totem.
Yeah, really, really quick series. Reminds me of the first one I had yesterday against Hot Asian Girls. Sometimes they just get decided that quick.
Yeah.
And to win a mirror matchup like that, I don't know. The series as a whole has to favor the person who's won something that could be a quote-unquote coin flip matchup.
Looks like Beast Druid versus the Freeze Mage that we expected. I'm going to be honest with you, I don't know much about this matchup. Not many people play Beast Druid, not many people play Freeze Mage, especially on ladder. So this is definitely an interesting one for us. I would say it had to be favored for the Freeze Mage.
I think the Beast Druid is the closest resemblance to the original Druid that we all knew and loved, which used to be really good against Freeze Mage, but to not have the combo to, kind of pop blocks, you're going to have to
was the
rely on
card
the
that
board.
made that matchup.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah, so Moxie's got tons of options here, though. Raven Idol, even Living Roots, Power of the Wild. Yeah, also the Coin Darnassus.
The Coin Darnassus plays really nicely into Living Roots, Power of the Wild, giving yourself a gigantic board, but unfortunately, DeerJason can just drop the Doomsayer here and destroy Moxie's whole plan.
Yeah, I think might be the play. Yeah, coining an Aspirant like this, you definitely want to do a 3-mana play the following turn.
He does have the Raven Idol, so he's not completely messed up from this.
Yeah, I mean, he tries to find a spell. I don't know if he was purposely trying to find something to remove the Doomsayer or just because there was really no other play at the time. Oh, probably the latter.
If you grabbed Naturalize, would you? But I think
I don't think he would. He's going to go with Force of Nature. Which, being at 5 mana the way it is now is really just probably getting hit by Blizzard, but we'll see.
This deck does play 2 Savage Roars, so maybe he's hoping to get value out of those later.
Yeah, I would think so. So Loot Hoarder's down, 3 mana again, has Living Roots, has Aspirant, has Hero Power, so we can play this kind of slow. Looks like, and maybe play Aspirant Power of the Wild next turn, not too sure.
I have a fantastic visual bug right now. There is a glowing green circle circling around.
Oh, I'm lucky I don't have that. Yeah, I like these Living Roots here from Moxie. I really doubt that DeerJason would have wanted to ping this turn with all the Tuesdays played so far. So these are going to stick, and they'll get buffed up, perhaps, although...
It's a very interesting Fandral here.
Yeah, how good is Naked Fandral? You know that DeerJason doesn't want to be fireballing it, but maybe he would, so maybe you play it. Put a lot of pressure on if the Power of the Wild was able to go down.
Yeah, I think he's going to drop it just because he wants to start getting things on the board. He wants to start pressuring the Freeze Mage.
Yeah.
You can't just play a 4-drop every turn. You can play the Power of the Wild most turns, and especially when it's summon a 4/3 and give all your minions +1/+1.
Yeah,
It draws the crossbow. They remove that, but he doesn't remove it very well.
Efficiently.
Where shall I strike?
Yeah, I don't think he wanted to do it, but you just kind of have to. Fandral's just that card.
I like the cat form here.
Yeah, same. Yeah, DeerJason's just gonna Arcane Intellect once again. Can get one of these secrets up. Barrier makes the most sense. It's gonna soak up everything. Plus he has 2 now.
2 barriers.
The second barrier is just going to punish Moxie so hard for trying to go all in here.
Right.
That's unusual freeze mage build these days, no?
Going
I run
without
2
banning
barriers.
a shaman, I think you have to. Like maybe if he was going to ban the shaman, he might cut it, but
That makes
there was
sense.
a warrior in the lineup, so it had to go. Goes for
And
the power of
this
the wild.
this looks like Laughing's list right now,
Yeah.
which is, if everybody knows Laughing's list from before, it's the same deck except -1, -2 Mad Scientists, +2 Loot Hoarders, and then -1 Acolyte of Pain, +1 Flame Strike.
I like the power of the wild timing here for Moxie because this plays perfectly around Flame Strike, whereas before he was really vulnerable to it. So Frost Nova is essentially a heal, and he's going to kind of indicate Flame Strike, which is true. And Moxie's probably going to not play into it too hard.
I like the Violet Teacher hero power here.
Yeah, I think that would be the thing to do. Get a 5 health minion down. Take out this novice so that it can't help with Flame Strike setup. Yeah. With Frost Nova down, it's kind of awkward here. I mean, DeerJason has Blizzard, which is... Oh, hello Doomsayer. Yep, now it's perfect. This is really what he needed. He needs some way to swing back. So if he can just play this Emperor on an empty board, it might start to look a lot better for him.
Well, not going to be an empty word quite yet. That Living
No.
Roots off the top is going to guarantee that Moxie can kill that Doomsayer, saving his whole board. I think that's definitely what he has to do here.
He also
worth
generates tokens.
True. Which are threatening. It forces another AoE, and DeerJason's used 1 Blizzard, 1 Frost Nova, so he's going to need either another Blizzard or Flame Strike. Because
Right.
Savage Roar is just too threatening.
Right.
Especially without the Ice Block up right.
Even gets the hero power to the face, thanks to spell damage.
We know the Flame Strike is in his hand, so that's quick recovery from DeerJason.
Had
This
to have-
Force of Nature, though,
Yeah, it's
gonna be
actually
exciting.
pretty funny now that the
Oh, man.
Blizzard, 1 Blizzard.
Force
and
Savage.
one- Oh my god, it's too soon.
Oh.
Yeah.
I
Now
think with
that
Savage Roar in hand, don't you just play Force of Nature in your 2-drop?
Yep.
Oh yeah.
Throw a hero
I
power
think so.
down.
I think he's debating
I think
maybe cycling Drake, but with Savage Roar, I think this is too tempting.
It's just
Wait, Force Savage is 14. Your opponent's at 14 life.
it's the perfect timing now. The AoEs have been gone,
Yep. Saw both.
and Jason got the secrets. He can even pair them with Emperor, pushing himself up to 8. That's 8 damage on board, and a total of 10 would get pushed. Well, 13 with the Savage Roar.
Moxie has
11
had
crap.
this Azure Drake in hand for a long time.
Yeah.
I don't think.
Oh, Jason's going for the block. He actually feels like he could die.
I don't think it's unreasonable that it's a Savage Roar, but it's unreasonable. I don't think you play around double Savage here.
What is there anything? He saw the power of the wild. Yeah, I'm just wondering at this point, like he hasn't seen Mounted Raptor. Is there any clear indication that's a Beast Druid?
I think Darnassus Aspirant is kind of like your only indication at this point, right?
I think so. That would be the
Hey.
one.
You know, maybe some ramp lists are running him. I'm not too sure.
Yeah. Well, here's Mountain Raptor. That would make it clear. So
Try and draw with Azure Drake first.
I think so, because you might want to clear this Emperor, and if you draw a spell, that'll make you a lot more happy about it.
Too much value to pass up with the Savage Roar, I think.
Yep. Just get the damage while you can, because it's not guaranteed.
Right.
Because
You have to kill the Emperor, right?
Do you? He only has 4 cards in hand. That'll be 5 with the next tick.
2 AoEs gone. This board feels pretty good.
I don't know that you do.
You know that your opponent has an Ice Block in hand.
That is so good.
That's a really good pickup.
Yeah, Probably ping this Acolyte.
Speak to me.
Ice Block, yeah, this is perfect. This gives you turns, and it'll even open up options in the long run. With 2 blocks in hand, you can even start burning the face.
The 1-mana Ice Block is actually going to be relevant if he draws Alexstrasza.
Absolutely.
True.
Being able to Alex and Ice Block on the same turn is very huge.
I actually think Alexing your opponent and double fireballing might be good if we get an additional tick off on this on these fireballs.
I think so.
You know, that could be good.
I heard
Getting
that's
an OTK.
I heard that's okay, yeah.
Yeah, nothing too great over there for Moxie.
I wonder.
Got minions, but your board's kind of full. One of them can charge, but it doesn't really mean much except maybe denying 1 extra draw from the Acolyte getting pinged. But yeah, just nothing looking really too good for Moxie.
Another night on the
Looks like he
prowl.
might do this. Yeah, he doesn't want 3 draws off Acolyte.
I think that's actually very smart.
Yeah, because that could mean the difference of finding that that 1 card that really seals the deal, like another AoE.
I think the extra point of burst would actually be the worst thing for Moxie here. You're just hoping that your opponent doesn't have 0 mana burst in hand.
Bathe in flame.
It's true, the flame's getting transformed, yep, into the 5/2. Because if the second Blizzard gets drawn, you're losing this game anyway.
And DeerJason's being a little bit punished here for using the Ice Lance and being a little bit too safe with it. He actually had lethal this turn if he didn't have the Ice Lance. With 12 from the fireballs, 7, 19,
Yeah, I was just
23.
about to count up the damage. I was actually wondering that turn when he did use the Ice Lance, how necessary it was.
It prevented double Savage or lethal, but
Yeah. I guess at the time that was worth it. He had already used 1 Frostbolt, so maybe... Yeah.
I feel like you have to think about how you're going to win this.
Yeah, I mean, Emperor's definitely not going to stick another turn because Moxie just has such a ridiculous board that he can afford to just clear and pop. Saves the burn because it's that cheap anyway, I guess.
You don't fireball there just in case you draw Alexstrasza.
Yeah, I like it. Like, there's no guarantee. DeerJason's got only 9 cards left in deck. 1 Alexstrasza, supposedly a Pyroblast, another Roaring Torch, another Ice Lance. There's a lot of things that could make a difference. Yeah. DeerJason may have enough time to make it work. Well, that doesn't actually help unless you freeze the Druid's face.
I think you have to Frostbolt his face here.
Yep. If he could give you that 1 more turn, or that 1 extra turn, because he would need Swipe or Charge Minion, which...
Ooh, and he can't do it now. That girl is going to kill him.
Oh, interesting. Forgot about the Mounted Raptor.
So, I know that we weren't sure about the matchup because this isn't played very often.
Yeah.
But according to the lovely live meta deck tracker, each group has won at 56% of the time.
Alright. Sounds about right.
Yeah.
That's a very great service, by the way. I recommend everyone uses it.
Oh man, I wish I had the link right now.
I can get it to you.
Oh, +1 armor! Oh, just to put in chat, although I don't have chat.
I'll give it to them.
Alright, so have to ping the Loot Hoarder here. If Ice Lance is found, that's not enough.
That's 13, but if the second Roaring Torch is found, that's lethal.
Thalnos, not quite. Yes, yeah, second Roaring Torch would have done it.
That's what you gotta be hoping for there.
Is Frostbolting the Thalnos for what? I actually don't know at this point. Yeah, ouch.
Ooh, the Fireball would have been lethal as well.
Yeah, oh, just 1 card off.
And let me tell you, if that Acolyte of Pain drew 1 more card, Moxie would have lost this game.
Yeah.
So charging that cat into the Acolyte won the game for Moxie.
Yep, it was a really good call. It was a really good call for sure.
Next level plays.
So Moxie just has Hunter left at this point. It's pretty crazy. It could be sweet, but I think Jason, yeah, he's going to what he feels has the best chance versus this Hunter, which is Rogue. I think Rogue stands a good chance against Hunter personally.
Let
Oh,
the
that is a
hunt
Leroy, and that is a Flame Juggler and Argent Squire. Moxie brought Face Hunter.
Wow. Which is, I'd say pretty favored against Rogue.
Or just a hybrid Hunter, maybe? Wow.
The light
That Leroy just wants to play.
Yeah, he does. Jason doesn't have the worst hand. He's on the coin, has 3 drops, just needs like a prep or a backstab or something.
Wow.
He might be golden.
This really is like a face hunter, huh?
Yeah.
That's nuts.
Yeah, the minions all seem to be prioritizing the face. Now, yeah, just daggering up and popping the shield. It's probably tempting to coin out a 3-drop, but could run into bow.
Don't worry, love.
We
for
see a
Deer-
snake trap. Wow. That's an
Jeez.
interesting secret.
Traps?
That's balls.
Yeah, if you're DeerJason, you immediately recognize that this is Face Hunter now. If the Squire didn't do it, the Argent Horse Rider certainly does. And that's gonna throw him for a loop there. You don't really expect Face Hunter.
Or snake trap. I think this is
Moxie?
just bringing cards that your opponent doesn't want to play around.
Yeah. Yeah, it used to be more of a reasonable thing to expect with Mad Scientist, but now, like, traps, just all bets are off. He'll probably think it's explosive and hit a minion at some point.
Mm-hmm.
He'll need Fan of Knives, though.
Yeah, Fan of Knives is a good answer, but not currently in hand.
Yeah, Infested
Definitely
Wolf.
great card, though.
Infested Wolf used to fit into... Pilot Shredder used to be in the old Hybrid Hunter, now we got Infested Wolf, so...
I think just because that card is 3 beasts, it's
Yeah.
very, very strong.
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
Plus the early
Unless it
curve...
gets...
The
unless
early
it gets
curve is
sapped.
so much more aggressive that, like, I don't know. I just imagine the Infested Wolf would be even more of a pain to
so
deal with,
many options.
and you'd actually want to deal with it
Mhm.
against the Face Hunter. In fact, I wouldn't be surprised if Call of the Wild's in this deck.
Well-
Honestly.
Do you think we'll see like a sap coin with an SI? Yeah, maybe like a sap coin SI. Try to like regain something, maybe knock off the shield.
Yeah,
Hmm.
I mean, with what you've seen, the Wolf is probably the best sap target. There's no high mains coming.
Right.
Yeah, kind of like that. I mean, yeah, that definitely was happening. Earthen Ring killing the Flame Juggler. Just a question of what else.
Could Hero Power
Right.
Coin SI and kill the 2-1 as well.
You can play the Violet Teacher, take some more damage. Hi, Knife Juggler. Long time no see. With Snake Trap.
Yeah, knife juggler, snake trap, old combos.
Yeah.
Be interesting.
Could also just get SI'd.
Yeah, I mean that would be the likely case, and I don't even know that Moxie's gonna dump the whole hand here. Maybe at this point, just Hero Power every turn
Yeah.
is better, and this knife could actually be.
The light
Well, in
protects
fact,
me.
there's even more knives with Infested Wolf if he wanted to, but I don't think he will. Because that's just really opening up to a Fan, although maybe Fan would have been played already.
No, I think he's debating between hero power and snake trap. Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
like the Snake Trap, he's even kind of bluffing that it's freezing,
Yeah.
interestingly. Which, that would not be the most surprising thing in the world, but yeah, this sap backstab SI be pretty good.
I am ready.
Yeah, very good.
And maybe Teacher just doesn't attack. At this stage, though, for a deck that runs 1 Earthen Ring Farseer that's been used, just Hero Power every turn seems like it's going to win faster than the Rogue.
You think he's
string
just
together.
running 1 Earthen Ring? I've seen in tournaments a lot of rogues run 2.
We saw Conceals in the mulligan. Oh wait, no, that doesn't indicate anything though. I've been watching too much Live Coach today before I left. Never mind. Yeah,
But likely
maybe
it
there's
is
2
1.
Ardens. I don't know. He didn't ban Shaman though. I would, if I wasn't banning Shaman, I would. Although, how much does that improve the matchup? I don't know. Yeah,
1 Earthen Ring? Probably not too much.
maybe not. Juggler's
Knife
not very
Juggler up
good.
again.
Where goes to face. So this prep could change everything.
Yeah, pretty big.
Even has coin. Oh, here comes the snake trap.
Hey,
I think Jason really thought it was freezing or explosive. This is a very unpleasant surprise.
we certainly don't ever expect snakes.
I don't think so.
Not in this meta.
No. Like, Snakes is a card that basically stopped getting run. Like, it wasn't run much before Mad Scientist. Maybe a little bit. But I think
That's what I
freezing
love about THL too.
Yeah.
You get to see cool cards and like really great deck ideas.
Mm-hmm.
And because these guys, if they really like are working hard at
Oh,
it,
he found the fan!
Huge. That's so big.
wow.
Kills the juggler. Yep, good sequencing here. Definitely.
And now he's like right back in this game.
Yeah, definitely. Just the one Squire on board. And Hero Power return. But yeah, that fan was just enormous.
Cold Blood's gonna push extra damage.
Yeah, just a cycle. Get another student for next turn, or apprentice. Sorry.
This is gonna end up turning into a race.
Yeah. Yeah. And Jason's even got the Harrison Jones, which is a semi-heal. Okay, Unleash the Hounds.
Unleash the Hounds probably ends it now.
Wow.
What does Moxie do with this Unleash? How much does he trade? Probably kill
Maybe to kill the Violet Teacher.
something. I mean, yeah, Teacher's the most damaged. Gadget Sand would continue to draw cards, but maybe you just
Can
don't
he set
care.
up a Roy Lethal? Yeah, he can.
Yeah, I guess the question is, how safe does Moxie feel at 30 health? With
Pretty health with one Cold Blood gone, he probably feels okay.
yeah, looking at 16 damage with the Rogue having 7 mana and 1 prep down. Yep, he's just going all phase.
Yeah.
Well, Eviscerate helps, but you'd like to combo it. Jason doesn't know it. He might suspect it from what Moxie just did, but he needs to find the kill right now. Or Earthen Ring Farseer.
Snake Trap? What else is in the deck? Oh, Leroy, okay. You don't
does a good job at going face.
know what to do here as
Yeah, I mean, he's been
Moxie.
he's just been thrown in major loop. He's gonna start by cycling.
Oh, for Jason, yeah, you're right. Sorry.
Yeah, just gonna Shadow Strike stuff. I'd trade in Apprentice first. Get another one of those bad boys, but
He did lose that on one slip.
yeah, I mean, yeah, we know it's not mattering too much. He's gonna clean up everything, take no damage to the face, I'm guessing. That would be the thing to do.
But unfortunately, this Leroy Jenkins in hand is gonna end DeerJason's chances.
Yep, good on Moxie for just going face with those hounds and not fearing any possible counter lethal. Yeah, so Moxie gets the 3-0 clean sweep.
Very, very quick games, but I also think it was pretty well played
Yeah, I think
by both
Moxie.
players.
yeah, Moxie brought a really aggressive lineup, and it worked out really well against both the Rogue. I mean, the Shaman Mirror was going to kind of be how it was no matter what, but yeah, the aggressive decks really did well against the Mage and the Rogue as well.
Yeah.
It was going to be hard for Jason to win that series.
Once Moxie saw the Rogue, he did what he could to try to target it a little bit.
And
is
I'm going to be
definitely-
honest, I don't know if DeerJason teched or built his lineup around Moxie's lineup per se. Just because a lot of those decks are really like not super good. And banning the Warrior there, all it does is make it so your Freeze Mage has an easier time winning. I think banning one of the more aggressive decks that has a better chance versus all your decks would have been better there.
Yeah, that was a really, really huge win. I don't know. Yeah, Jason might be practicing some of his stuff for the spring finals, like we mentioned, and I don't think anyone's bringing a lineup like Moxie did, but that's kind of the beauty of THL is that we're not really locked in so much week to week. There's a lot of flexibility.
Exactly.
looking up what this means for the series, and no games were played up to this point, so really couldn't be a better start for Team Rank 5, especially taking down one of those all-important 1 through 3 seed matchups.
Yep.
3-0.
Yeah, really nice start. Definitely a really nice start. More work to do though.
Yeah, so right now, I think they've been in the challenge screen getting ready since it was such a quick series. We got TheAnarchist from the Gosu Casuals and Drudded from Team NWA, and both have banned Shaman. These guys are bringing some interesting classes that we haven't seen a bunch. For one thing, both are bringing Paladin. Don't see that guy very much lately. And Drudded is bringing Priest. TheAnarchist has Mage, and both have Warlock. Warlock is, he's Warlock.
You can get Drudded or TheAnarchist to add me. Send him a request.
Sure. Both of them?
I have Drudded already added.
Friend. Cool.
Thank you.
Yep. Yeah, so actually the series at this point, I think for these guys, they're still preparing to Battlefront. I think it's pretty close at the moment.
Oh, there you go. I'm on this list. Perfect.
Under T. Yeah, so the Gosu Casuals and NWA have played a few games. It's currently 6-5 in favor of NWA. Myself versus Hot Asian Girl went 3-2 for me, and Tony Montana versus Michael went 3-1 for Tony. So, small edge for NWA going into this one. This 5-seed match
just
could decide
a
quite
3-2.
a bit.
Yeah, 3-2 going either way. Right?
Yep. Yeah, so what do you guys expect from these Paladins, and what do you think about them, I suppose, and how they're looking to go up against, like, the Priest, for example, on Drudded's side, and the Mage for the Anarchist?
Yeah, I think Paladin, if it's N'Zoth Paladin, which is usually the only Paladin that you see, it could definitely be targeted, and it's a little bit of a risky bring.
Yeah. These guys are in, by the way.
I'm definitely hoping for some Murloc Pally.
Oh, yeah,
Aggro
I would.
Murloc Pally.
Oh, aggro? I've been trying out Cold Anything, but looks like we have a Zoomir, and both players have really strong hands, but I don't know. I love Drudded's hand with the coin 3 drops. That's just insane.
The light protects.
Zoomirs are very, very coin flippy if everybody plays well.
Yeah, I think so. Oh wow, that Crazed Alchemist could actually be huge against the either the Councilman or the Imp Gang boss. Yeah, I really like this Direwolf Alpha to just clean up that right away. And now, yeah, pretty hard right off the bat, even for Drudded. Gonna save the coin, it looks like. Just toss out the Peddler. Not the biggest fan of this. I don't know. I think the right thing may have been to coin out a 3-drop, because this Peddler's dying right away. Maybe he was hoping for a Mortal Coil. I don't know. I don't know. There are definitely a lot of ways to approach it. Oh. Well, I guess he knows he's trading, so he puts the Peddler on that side. It's correct, actually.
Right.
Yeah.
That makes sense. Yeah.
It has the Flame Imp. Yeah, this is really strong. I mean, Zoomirs used to be it used to be a lot different when it came to things like Implosion, which could kind of swing back boards, but now, if one Zoo player kind of has the board, I don't know. It's very difficult.
It is.
I almost see it as not Implosion now, but Forbidden Ritual is very, very strong as well.
Yeah. Especially with Knife Juggler. I mean, yeah, Juggler Implosion used to be the thing anyway. Yeah, so Imp Gang Boss is on board. The Anarchist can deal with it very easily and can even try and get some of these knives going if he'd like. Doesn't have to happen, though. Argus is mana efficient.
My shield for Argus.
Gonna do it like this even. Okay. So the Flame Imp
Interesting.
lives now. Whereas before it would have died, but I don't know how good a 1 health Flame Imp is. It could just get
Well, I think it's very good, actually.
juggled somehow, but yeah, that'd be pretty unlucky.
Well, it just kills like everything that that Drudded can play here.
Yeah. Yeah. Imp Gang boss is dead. Like, just very easily. That Flame Imp got
Oh,
yeah.
an insane, just 2 for 1 there.
And
Killed
now
one
he-
Imp Gang boss, is going to kill another.
Yep, he can kill the M King boss and now start throwing out a lot of juggles to try to
Yep.
clean up this these 1/1s on the board.
Like, A Flame Imp killed 2 Imp Gang bosses. It's just ridiculous. Like, that's backbreaking and really tough to recover from in a Zoomir. Yeah, the juggles are going to start flying. And maybe even
I
Crazed
feel-
Alchemist just gets in there.
Maybe, yeah. I feel like as Drudded here, your only way of survival is being aggressive.
Yeah.
Once your opponent has this much of a board presence compared to you, it's very difficult to come back.
Oh, flips the Peddler, kind of a cute little trick to give it permanent 1 extra health. Yeah, this is, I mean, I heard some zoos were on Hellfire.
Interesting.
This is something that I heard. Mange knows a little bit about it.
Nope. I know
Alright,
nothing
it is
about it.
Not a thing.
Hmm.
Yeah, so Drudded, I mean, you can make a pretty scary board with the Councilman and the Ritual, maybe. But, yeah, it's just all the control is in the Anarchist's hands. And he might even have lethal. That's, 11, 10, 13 damage, so Void Terror.
That's a card.
This is, I feel like, who
Interesting.
was the adventure boss that, it was Kel'Thuzad who said that, I don't know, Sea Giant wasn't on the approved deck list or something. That's how
Yeah.
I feel right now. Is that Void Terror was not on the approved deck list.
Yeah. Certainly odd with
Alright,
With
cleans
the-
up a bit. Goes for the juggle last, which, if it was going to happen,
yeah, that's best sorting.
probably should have happened sooner rather than later. Never lucky with any of the juggles, so maybe just Smork.
That was
Yeah, I think so.
a mistake.
And
I agree.
At last,
the classic tap last.
those
Uh,
things matter.
When you're so far ahead, it just doesn't matter.
No.
The Anarchist admits that this was a mistake. And yeah, no matter what Drudded does, well, can the taunt help? I mean, they're pretty weak bodies. There's a lot left on.
My shield for Argon.
No, you're without a doubt dead through this. There is exactly 7 damage left on the board.
All right.
Alright. Zumir's down. Last game we saw 2 aggressive decks clash and the winner won the whole series, so we'll see if that's the case again.
Wow, 2 3-0s would be pretty insane.
We had a few salty Saturdays like that this season.
Didn't we have 3 3-0s, like one of the ones that
Yes.
I cast?
Yeah, all the brooms. Yeah, so the Anarchist gets information that it's Zoo, which I think that's one of N'Zoth Paladin's potentially, I'll say, better matchups. So yeah, I'm not feeling too bad for the Anarchist here. In fact, if I know his decks, and I think I do, then yeah, that Zoo might actually struggle quite a bit to find a win. And he does go to the mage,
Knowledge is power.
which I believe is tempo. Yeah.
Yeah, it looks like a tempo mage with a mirror image, maybe trying to beat out warriors. Maybe it was built before he knew. Well, actually, it could be doing well against paladin as well.
Yeah, mirror image is overall a decent card. I might run 1 or 2 in my tempo mage lists depending on what I'd be going up against. 2 definitely more for the warriors, because if you can ever protect like a water elemental, even the mana worm sometimes.
Walter Elemental.
Walter going on. So definitely turn 1 Mana Worm's always what you want to see against everything and anything.
Yeah. When you run 6 minions or 7 minions, you you want to get them an opening hand.
Yeah,
It's been just like why Tempo Mage is so good is because they're almost unbeatable when they get the perfect opening.
Oh my god! I thought the Forbidden Flame was gonna happen, but then this happened.
Pretty good.
Yep. No need to trade. Me go face.
Me go face.
So Imp King Boss is a pretty strong pickup here. It's going to be potentially awkward to deal with. There's no more
Tempo
Flame
Mage is
Cannon.
usually like very unfavored in this matchup, but you know, with this kind of opening, you can't really feel too bad.
Yeah, I don't know. I've had a lot of luck against zoos just by concentrating so much in the early curve for Tempo Mage, especially like even Mirror Image helps as much as you see here.
This matchup has gotten a lot better for the mage, with no Nerubian Egg and things like Implosion being gone.
Yeah. No,
That's true.
yeah, Implosion for sure.
Right, I usually that's why I felt bad. Implosion for 4s were
You lose
Yeah.
every time.
I mean, you could usually clean it up, but it was just such a pain. Like especially losing your minion, like your Sorcerer's Apprentice, your Mana Worm, like things that they otherwise would have no answer to.
it was always I went first and they coined out Implosion to kill my Flamewaker on an empty board.
All right, so he could trade. One way or another, I think one of these minions should die so that the taunt can reliably soak up the damage. 2 Imp King Bosses. Oof.
You do have the easy clear on one of them.
Yeah, definitely. I think it's worth taking. Definitely with the Forbidden Flame. Though we could have fired.
Maybe you go face at this point.
Yep, going face. Traded the Sorcerer's Apprentice into 1 health, which will get punished a little bit with a completely clear board.
Mm-hmm.
Thanks to
The Mortal Coil.
and the Abusive.
Mm-hmm.
And this might just be the turn where the Zoo swings around to just take total control.
Yeah.
In a way that Tempo Mage just can't really get back until, say,
I feel like a good faceless 7er, like a 4/7 would actually
Yeah.
help out a lot here.
yeah, or maybe even like, I don't know, Argent Horse Rider.
It is still a turn off though, and the mage needs to find something to play next turn.
Yeah. Oh, Arcane Missile's pretty good.
Yeah, I'd say it's pretty good.
Yeah, you just do it first, right? See what you want to ping after. Not the greatest. You really wanted to hit that Imp King boss, but it happened. Yeah, but things really haven't stopped for Drudded here. You have Dark Iron Dwarf here to just apply pressure. Probably best to get some of these clunkier pieces out of the hand so Doomguard can come down more reliably
I wonder.
and with less
If,
loss.
If Drudded isn't going to take advantage of like the advantage he has right now, he could fall behind and get punished by this faceless summoner.
Mm-hmm.
If he just keeps all of his like actual damage in hand, your opponent's still at 30 health. They do have a lot
It's
of
true.
time to do stuff.
Get it out! Get it
True.
out!
So would you have favored, I don't know, Forbidden Ritual type plays there, or?
Yeah, after seeing your opponent already,
Dead or alive?
like, I think just Forbidden Ritual, put a bunch of damage on board, but then also just line up really nicely for a Doomguard next turn.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that's fair. Spellslinger's definitely a decent minion to get off Faceless Summoner, but yeah, this board looks like it's getting dealt with pretty easily. And maybe now the Ritual gets played.
Mm-hmm. Again, that would just leave you one turn behind
Mhm.
where you would have been.
Let's get the Flame Imp down too. Right. Definitely pretty low, and the Anarchist has that Fireball on hand, so it might come to that stage.
Yep, it's looking more and more like it.
Arcane Blast does not go face. My first saw this card, I read it entirely wrong and got really excited about Malgos.
Oh yeah.
He's wondering if it's worth it to take out the Peddler. Might want to save it
I'd definitely take out the Peddler here.
for something better. Yeah. Juggler Ritual. Oof.
You could also ping face. Not a bad play here.
Yeah, just increase
Instead
your...
of
increase the out of the second fireball, just Smork plan to be viable.
Yeah, I honestly think that's the only way you're winning here, so
It's really looking like that more and more.
I would definitely do my best to try to get him down to 12 over the next couple
Flame
of minutes.
Waker. Just not enough mana.
Flamemaker Arcane Blast is not bad when you can actually play it, but I think you're gonna die this next turn, right?
Juggler's threatening. Yeah, and this is gonna leave... Could he even afford to ping the face this turn? I mean... He would have had to do it last turn. Because now there just won't be enough mana. So Forbidden Ritual's an awkward card when you have Doom card in your hand. You might just pitch it away.
Oh, tapped.
Well, with Brand you can discard your entire hand with Doomguard down the road. He's gonna trade with this. And then Forbidden Ritual again.
Who knows what secrets will uncover? Get it out! Get it
Yeah,
out!
just wants to pitch all the cards. Or not. Okay, so this is 5 damage. I don't know. I don't see why you wouldn't play Ritual there, because it would have set up lethal.
Yep.
And yeah, I mean, Ritual, it just gets more and more awkward with Doomguard in your hand. Like, you can't play Ritual then Doomguard like you can with every
Arcane
other
Missiles
card.
is like you really want to hit face with this Arcane Missile.
You actually do. Brand is scary though.
Well, if with Drudded tapping last turn, it makes the second fireball lethal.
Oh, is he just gonna fireball the face right now? No.
He's gonna ping out.
Yeah. So this is kind of nice for the Anarchist because as much as Drudded would like to push damage and set up lethal, Flamewaker is pretty terrifying left unchecked. It only takes one Arcane Intellect into more cheap spells for this too.
Wow.
Yeah, it's just a shame that Doomguard wasn't played sooner. So does he ignore with the taunt up now? No. I think it may have been worth considering because it would have been pushing lethal for the next turn.
That's true.
Whereas it's not obvious now. And if Drudded were to tap and not get lethal, the fireball is lethal. Will the Anarchist save the fireball? No.
There must be a way.
Ooh. I think you have to play it now, because I don't know, the way he just pointed it at the Doomguard, he basically just, yeah. You told Drudded it was fireball.
But how many Frostbolts do you have left in the deck, right?
2.
2 Frostbolts and a Fireball? So
Yeah. Well, if this flameout comes down, I guess.
Use some
Fireball
Surgeon.
still lethal.
Can't clear, so he's just smorking. And I definitely don't think you flame him. I mean, you'll be dead to Frostbolt, which
Yeah.
could happen. And this is pushing 4 damage, putting them down to 7. Well, you don't even have 7 damage on board. He'll need some help. Saves the Flame Imp. So Dread's gonna need Power Overwhelming. If this Faceless Summoner makes a taunt, then that's just insane. No.
Interesting.
Wow, that's an amazing card to get though. Oh no, Drudded has to tap. And he doesn't get it. Oh my god.
Oh. I think that Drudded could have gotten this game if he just took a little bit more of a, I want to plant myself in the board. That turn where he just kind of tapped and play a couple little minions, if he just filled his board with the Forbidden Ritual and then followed up with a Doomguard, he would have won this game many turns. He would have just set up lethal.
Yeah, I think so as well. The interaction between just the Forbidden cards, the Forbidden Ritual being in a Zoo deck, and Doomguard can just be so awkward. they really did not pair well together, and had to be the ritual needed to be played way sooner.
Exactly.
Yeah, I wouldn't mind of having seen it just like the turn you mentioned right after that arcane missiles. Might have been really good. It definitely is a card that people might put too, like might try to get too much value out of it, and it might just rot in your hand, become a liability. Rot. Yeah, so the Anarchist is up 2-0, and this is, I mean, historically in this season, these have played themselves out to be across multiple matches.
My hammer burns with holy fire.
Ooh, we got the Paladin versus Paladin. Pretty nice.
Yeah, like both Paladins. Liadrin versus Uther. Who's the greater Paladin?
Uther.
I like Uther. I like playing Uther when it comes to a control Paladin. I'll play Liadrin for an aggressive one. That's what I like to do. Interesting mulligan.
That's a role player.
Yeah, you know. I like to think back to the good old days. Alright, so yeah, both N'Zoth Paladins from the look of it, or at least control Paladins. We can say that. We got several Ragnaroses looking around here. Kodos are happening, Acolytes are happening. And I think Drudded is considering about coining out this Acolyte, which I like it. It's the #1 way to guarantee 2 draws.
Let the pain speak to me.
Because if Acolyte comes out when True Silver is a possibility, it's just bad times. I like the Harvest Golem personally. Yeah.
Me too. Reason being, it just clears up the rest of the Acolyte.
Yeah, for sure. I don't know that the Anarchist needs to draw too much right away. Draws the second Acolyte. It would have been a dude otherwise, so that's pretty good.
Speak to me.
Drudded's hand might become dangerously full over time now, though. Oh, I hear fireworks. I was wondering what that was. Yeah, so the Anarchist can at least prevent this Acolyte from drawing 2 cards. So this is pretty solid. It's nice just to have a weapon up for the following turns. And yeah, having used the coin, it looks like Drudded's not really finding a play for this turn. And that is unfortunate. But it's not the worst thing in the world in a control matchup. Obviously. Against an aggro deck, this would just be backbreaking, but we're good. And I need to get charging over here.
Let the pain speak
So
to
Anarchist
me.
is just playing out this Acolyte. Not much else to do really. Kills the dude because why not? The damage to the face isn't going to be relevant in the long run. This Kodo's a gamble, but it's really the only play. And it gets the worst target. Feels bad, man.
Yeah.
Alright, I'll be right back because I need to stop this laptop from dying.
Alright, no problem. Interesting we don't see an Aldor on that right away. Aldor and drawing a card might have been the better play here. Because you don't really have your Cairn or your Sylvanas that you might need to play early on.
Yeah, I like that line a lot, actually. Especially because your opponent's so far ahead in card draw, so you're not afraid of cycling a little bit.
Exactly.
Yeah, I think we're going to see that here.
Okay, not sure what I just unplugged, but I promise I'll plug it back in later. I'm sorry. Alright, I'm back. Yeah, so Kodo got the bad option. Eldor Peacekeeper went down on the Kodo, which I guess that's alright. Not many other options. I guess the 3/3 is alright to have. Looks like Consecration, Solemn Vigil even. Drudded's actually got too many cards going on. 9 in hand currently, so he'll draw up to 10.
Reporting for duty.
Oh, not even playing the Solemn Vigil. Okay. I mean, I guess the hand's good enough, so why would you? This matchup is likely going to fatigue.
So, do you not try and draw them? Drudded is ahead a little bit in the draw.
I mean, these guys both tossed out Acolytes pretty loosely. But then, do you not draw? I don't know.
I think
It's a
you
tough
draw.
question.
I don't know if it goes to fatigue.
Yeah. Alright. So Tyrion goes out. Yeah, Sylvanas seems like the pretty clear play, obviously. I think you'd like to steal that Tyrion and deny your opponent the ability to summon it back later.
I have no time for games.
But the bright side is that the Anarchist can attempt to foil the Sylvanas by flooding with other minions. It's not the worst thing in the world to do. I don't think you'd mind too terribly if an Acolyte got stolen or a Doomsayer even. Harvest Golem, dude. I think you've got to take the ability to control the Sylvanas Death Rattle out of your opponent's hands and put it into yours this turn.
I agree. It's interesting we see the double humility. Is that played a lot in the
It is.
current list?
Yeah, it's played in many of them, especially the ones more worried about aggressive decks. It's just really nice with Kodo. I'm a big fan of Kodo. Trying to Aldor his own minion, that doesn't work. Who knows? Yeah, I would summon a couple things here because I don't know. You saw one Consecration, but
Yeah.
you have to believe that your opponent might have some way to try and cheese a steal here.
So you're thinking about hitting him?
Let's see. He hit face. And
Okay.
Yeah, but the one Consecration was used. There's no equalities here. Gonna clear up the shield at first. So if
It's interesting.
it doesn't steal the Tyrion, then you can kill it easily, I suppose.
Fair.
It's the worst steal. But he can play his own Tyrion now, I suppose. Kind of weird. Is he thinking about not killing the Tyrion? Yeah, you gotta kill the Tyrion. I think at this point, Drudded's just deciding which of these... Oh, not gonna play the big minion, huh? Wants to clear up the board a little bit, maybe, to protect one of them. Nah, just put your faith in the light. It's cool.
In the light.
Yeah, I think so. And then the dude just goes to the face. It's whatever. Yeah. So Drudded's had the Sylvanas die. Doesn't have N'Zoth in hand. The Anarchist does, but needs more Death Rattles to go first. Harvest Golems aren't the best things to summon back, obviously.
We see inequality in each player's hand too,
Yep.
so it's interesting when they play that.
Yeah.
Likely to kill each of the rags.
Yeah, or N'Zoth. It's
Save it for N'Zoth, but
that'd be a big deal. Oh my god, this acidic swamp ooze.
I know, right?
It's
It's
pretty
off the
good.
top too.
Yeah. This is actually kind of nice for the Anarchist because... Alright, he's going to draw with this Vigil. Because Drudded's played one Consecration. This board, I mean, it's going to be doing damage over time. You need to deal with it somehow. True Silver can. You can do True Silver Karen, even, and clear up a good amount. I mean, if he really wants to get cute, he can start to milk this, make this fatigue game real, and just hit that Acolyte twice.
Yeah,
But,
making your opponent 3 cards ahead of you.
yeah. I mean, Forbidden Healing's a great card, but if the fatigue discrepancy becomes that great, then it's, can't do a whole lot when you're eventually taking just about as much damage per turn as it heals. Yeah, I like this. Oh, he milks the Acolyte!
Wow.
Props to Drudd. I think he's burning a card by doing this as well. Which, I mean, that's worth thinking about. You could just win the game if you burn like this off. So it gets burned. That is a pretty good card to burn. One less board clear to worry about. Although they'll generally just keep the Pyromancers to do that job. So the Karen can't really get cleaned up. I mean, the Anarchist has 2 Ragnaroses in hand.
Is it ever worth it to just drop the one rag? The Ragnaros the Firelord?
I think Firelord would be pretty sweet, but I kind of also like this slower approach because, I mean, the Drudded's down 1 Consecration. I mean, these boards are getting more and more annoying. He might have to commit inequality at some point here. He's getting pretty low. Does have Forbidden Healing. Does have Rag.
I think the goal of this matchup is to have your opponent have to use equality on boards like this.
I think so, yeah. Yeah, it goes a long way if you can do that. And I mean, we probably won't see that here. I mean, there are still fine options to clear this board. You've got your weapon, you've got your reduced attack, Bane Bloodhoof to take care of the 1/1, and Ragnaros might have a decent outcome. It's also pretty interesting that these two are pretty low at this point, and they both have amazing healing at their disposal whenever they want. And neither decks are bursty unless, I don't know. You could sneak the Leroy combo in maybe. Or the... Huh. Now this
It's interesting that he's going back and drawing again after he, maybe he just wanted to mill the card was his main thing.
I guess so. I don't know. I would have... Oh, he found the Justice card.
Nice. That's actually going to be a great card in this matchup. Whoever gets adjusted out first means that you know you're pretty much just getting to hero power, and your opponent has to hero power kind of thing.
Right, and he burned a Consecration. That was the card that got burnt, and it's going to end up hurting a ton in the long run, just with those swarms of dudes. But yeah, I don't know. The situation's still the same. Can play one of the Ragnaroses. Playing this one.
Interesting.
I mean,
we're going to see a
Sylvanas-
humility on that, right? We have to.
I think so. Yeah, the heal over and over will be annoying, but at least it won't be punching you for 8. Spellbreaker, interesting. It's a shame that it happened after Tyrion. Yeah, it's getting pretty nice for the Anarchist now. If you can just play the Sylvanas at some point. The N'Zoth is real. So's this Rag. And he does not kill his light brother.
Oh, and he just plays the counter rag.
Going for the 50-50. Wow. I don't mind it at all, really.
Also,
like,
your
this
opponent
one,
is going to be at 7 health.
Yep.
6 health.
Yeah, and the Forbidden Healings are expensive, so...
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, you heal up for 8, essentially making the Rag
Wow.
useless, and now that happens, so... And there's no equality clear.
You have to play rag and hero power here. Oh, I guess you could hero power Justicar hero power to try and just like make it so that rag is irrelevant.
You could do that for sure. Because, yeah, there are 2 things that can kill your 1/1s. You know, Spellbreaker,
Wait,
and then
no, then it
Humility.
can attack.
Oh,
Oh.
he'll humility the humility thing though, or
That
Peacekeeper.
makes
Yeah,
sense.
it's a pretty
That makes
interesting play. I kind of like it. This is hilarious. The 2 completely weakened Ragnaroses are together on the board.
Too bad it doesn't heal for 1.
No. So that is pretty awkward now. I mean, if you're the Anarchist here, you can actually gain quite a bit of information from what Drudded has done. Like, you've had 2 Ragnaroses on the board, and your board wasn't swept. I think in a lot
It
of
doesn't
cases,
have equality.
if it could be swept, it would have been swept because 2 Ragnaroses are just...
I think
I
you
don't know.
definitely had to have played Justicar that last turn. That 8 damage didn't really
Maybe.
matter if it was,
Because Ragnaros just isn't reliable. Speaking of non-reliable, the Light Lord's going to have some
troubles here.
very,
Actually,
very chances here. Heals himself, that's the best actually.
yeah.
Who cares about 3 life, and who cares about this this pitiful Ragnaros over here, the fiery one? He's just completely horrible now.
1-4 Ragnaros.
Yeah, and this... is the Sylvanas annoying? You could play Justicar into it, but they would only steal a 1-1 now. Oh. Drudded might be tempted to do one of these Forbidden Healings, but, I mean, Paladins aren't known for their bursts, so...
Let me think.
Definitely feels weird. Hello. Yes.
Hello?
Welcome to the
Oh.
grand
Yeah, I'm gonna go for this. Yeah, sorry. Oh, wanted to squeeze the humility in. Okay.
That's interesting. I guess he just doesn't want to, but he's really using all of his tricks right now.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. The Anarchist has a full hand. Can really just do
Whatever he wants.
whatever. I mean, the one Consecrate burn is hurting. It would actually be kind of nice here. Kodo's not really doing anything. You don't want an equality, obviously.
options.
The Corruptor's not bad, but maybe there's no reason to do it. He only has 9 cards in hand. He doesn't have to do anything. That's a 50-50 steal for a good outcome.
Not bad.
Reporting for duty.
Alright, I guess that's fine. And the selfish Light Lord heals himself once again.
Value.
Value.
And now this is probably finally the time where Drudded's Light Lord can come down comfortably. And the Anarchist might actually have to do something to deal with it, which I don't know what that's going to be. I mean, you've had 3 Death Rattles die. You could N'Zoth. And even if it got cleared, it would still be pretty good. And it would be at the expense of your opponent as well, because their Light Lord would be dying in the process for the most part. Going to try and set up a Doomsayer prior? Trying to set up for the N'Zoth turn? Okay. Alright, that hit basically just
Reporting for duty.
tried to deny the heal from the next turn. Okay. I could see that. And there is no way to kill both these Doomsayers.
Yeah, one off.
Yep. Yeah. Keeper of Voldemort or something could have changed that, but not the case.
I wonder.
Yeah, so pretty nicely set up turn for the Anarchist. I actually like it a lot. Like, the Doomsayers hung out in the hand forever. And, yeah, most useful in scenarios like this in these control matchups. Just trying to set up for a powerful turn of your own. Like, not so much staving off aggression like they're kind of intended to.
And he's definitely going to be playing the N'Zoth this next turn, right?
Yep, I think so.
Reporting
Yeah, I like
for duty.
getting just playing this True Silver because if there's Harrison, then whatever. Yes. I'll be right back.
Right. So definitely the N'Zoth is going to come down here. It just provides a lot of pressure.
Yep. Tons of pressure. I
Tons
think
of fun.
Qualities used, so there's no like board wipes coming.
Yeah, unless you, I don't know. You
Yes.
Oh, wow.
Yes or no? All the death
Maybe
battles died, right?
Duty.
Yeah, Karen, Sylvanas, Tyrion. have all died.
So, like, if not now, and not then when?
Yeah, exactly.
Like, the full value N'Zoth, like, the whole deck is built around him, and it's like the full value N'Zoth onto an empty board. I thought it felt pretty good.
Yep, exactly. Yeah, but just the empty board thing is crazy. Like, both the qualities have been played, right?
I'll be honest,
I
I'm not
Drudded.
sure. I lost count, and I don't
Yeah,
have my deck tracker open.
Well, both the qualities are in the hand from Anarchist. So if we've seen two, maybe it's been one, maybe it's been two. I know I've seen one.
I think either way, like, you're pretty okay with that board getting, like, a quality and having a Tyrion up with the Divine Shield.
Yeah, because
Yeah.
I guess a quality conk, but then you get just like a Karen and stuff. It's gonna be
Oh.
he wanted the infested torrent. That's what he wanted.
I guess it's not max value, but now it is.
Yeah.
That bad boy's coming down.
Oh yeah. Maybe he's got a Twilight Guardian in there.
Oh, PogChamp! And Drudded picks up his N'Zoth, and now I think he'll be tempted to play it as well.
I think he has to.
Yeah. Not a whole lot else going on.
I'm just gonna throw the game at the Anarchist, who's gonna quality consecrate it. Because he hasn't had to play anything.
I wonder.
Keeping all of his board clears in hand. The whole game. I feel like these people are overthinking it a little bit, hey? The last two turns have been pretty, made a lot of sense.
I don't think there's ever anything wrong with taking the time, though, and making sure. Okay,
Definitely
N'Zoth
agree.
isn't down either. Maybe he
All
also...
right, there was a situation that the manlet attended to.
Did you take care of it?
Oh yeah, the
The cat got stuck in a crawl space. Nobody was small enough to
windows
push it
in
out.
Grandma's car are up, and it is in the garage. I did it. So the N'Zoth wasn't played after those Doomsayers came down, huh?
No, and the second N'Zoth hasn't been played either. They both have N'Zoth down.
They're really waiting for that equality to happen first, huh?
Yeah.
How? Wait, Drudded hasn't played a single equality all game, has he?
He has.
Oh, he did play the one. Okay.
Let me think.
Weird. Okay. Well, the Anarchist actually has a board that's doing something. Drudded could similarly do like a double Doomsayer play. Try and win it back, because not much else is looking to do it at this point.
I'm out of cards.
And he's just gonna wait.
I mean, he's not hitting fatigue nearly as soon as the Anarchist is.
Which is why I thought Anarchist should have played N'Zoth a long time ago.
Yeah, it's kind of similar to some of those scenarios, like when both players are playing Elise and the Gold Monkey, is that the one who's hitting fatigue sooner is kind of pressured to play, you know, the big thing to try and force the win out sooner rather than later. But I mean, if he's getting two swings here with the True Silver, the Forbidden Healings that are going to be forced might just slow down Drudded so much. Because the Anarchist, I mean, if he didn't play N'Zoth last turn, definitely play it next turn.
That's what we've been thinking for the last, like, 5 turns.
Yeah, but now the True Silver charge makes it even more apparent. Like, okay, here's N'Zoth. And I think, actually, is there a better way to sequence this than just Pyromancer Equality?
Oh, yeah. So you got Equality, and then you
Yeah.
double trade into
Forbidden.
Materia and trade into the...
And then Forbidden Healing or something? No. Yeah.
So you Equality first, and then... So you get to kill... Wait. No, you gotta kill the Karen.
Yeah. It's much better to kill the Karen body and then... No, this isn't the most efficient way to go about it.
I would have liked to kill the Karen there. That's okay. Or the Bane, rather.
I'm getting the indication that it's not okay. You could do a pyro. Oh, this consecration's so valuable. Ah!
So
Valuable.
literally, he just threw away that consecration.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah. So what would have happened is that the quality would have been used first. You would have killed the Tyrion, killed the Karen, and then you would have done a forbidden healing play with a
Yeah,
pyromancer out.
Uh-huh.
Okay. Right. So the Doomsayer is getting thrown out to prevent N'Zoth because he knows that it has to be. This is pretty smart.
He's healing his face this turn. Interesting.
Only gets the 12 heal. You don't need. Yeah, these Doomsayers are wow. It's amazing. Yeah, the Anarchist definitely can't win now. It feels bad to not win a game with N'Zoth still in your hand. And yeah, just another Doomsayer. The Anarchist continues to be 2 turns further into fatigue. And taking 5 to the dome.
Yep.
Definitely doesn't help. But this is the last Doomsayer, so N'Zoth will get played.
The second equality's here too.
But will it be enough to win? I don't think so. Like, these Doomsayers have stalled out the fatigue game so nicely and made the Anarchist take so much extra damage.
Exactly. And the Justicar is just gonna, I think, win the game for Drudded.
Yeah. I mean, N'Zoth can come down this turn. At least. I mean, it has to, of course. You got it. Yeah.
You're just so close to dying, though.
Yeah, I mean, he had these Harvest Golems this game.
Okay,
That-
so
Oh,
let's
he
just think
played an
about
Infestatorn. Sick.
let's think about this. If you played, if only he played the Tyrion a couple turns ago, his opponent would be at 3 health right now and dying to fatigue, or he would have had to spend a whole nother turn.
Right.
And then he consecrations. Okay.
Creation. The Bane is sticking around, and so's that weapon. He can heal for 20. Will he win? Actually,
He can wild pyro and forbidden healing and kind of clear out some dudes.
he can.
Does he do it this turn? Is the question.
I think,
The
think you
dude-
have to.
The
Yeah, I
dudes
think you
are
have to.
relevant.
Oh no! Oh no!
So he healed for how much
He's
extra?
gonna win though, right?
He healed for 4
Oh, no.
extra instead of clearing 2 damage.
Yeah, no, he's gonna win.
I think so. Yeah.
Because
It's
I
just
wanna.
2 and now 4. Like,
Yeah.
even though he's way ahead in fatigue. Because next turn he'll take 7 from fatigue and 2 damage. That's only 8. That's only 9 damage, and he's
Oh my
pushing out
gosh.
9.
Drudded didn't hero power that turn. The hero
No,
power
he-
has to be worth
Oh, he-
4 health, right?
He went for
I-
the full heal. Well, pushing 2 damage versus healing 4 health. I think so. At this
I
point,
think
like, that,
no matter what, wild pyro has to come down this turn. Like you have to play.
just as a dude,
You don't.
you don't need that equality.
I don't think so.
All the big threats are gone. Well, is that 3 damage relevant though? Drudded takes 5 this turn. We'll take 6 next turn. So yeah, actually, that 3 damage
Huge.
could have been everything.
Follow
But-
the rule.
He also saves it with the equality, which is going to,
Reporting for
Gonna be a
duty.
board play here.
yeah.
And he could
This Ashbringer
go
is a pyro.
face,
Yeah, this board has to get cleared now.
and the 3 damage or 2 damage that I was talking about earlier,
Yeah.
is going to lose Drudded the game. He has to attack face a quality consecrate here, or
Yeah.
equality, sorry.
Pyro. Yeah.
Don't want to
Yeah,
miss.
this will win the game. He's got Pyroblast and no cards left for Drudded. Like, there's nothing that Drudded can do. Now, the Anarchist only took 7 damage from fatigue this turn. He'll take 8 next turn. And there will be no dudes to punch him. Pretty intense game.
Reporting for duty.
And it's going to be another 3-0 from the looks of it.
This one a little bit longer.
Yeah.
Definitely down to the wire. Could have improved on both sides, it looks like. But I think
Yeah.
there were a lot of good moments where things were played really well. Like, I really liked the way that Drudded staggered out those Doomsayers. It was really nice. Like, that did so much work. It seems so small, but just saving those cards for the right time makes a huge difference. Wow. Alright.
I'm pretty sure that mirror took longer than all of the previous series.
I think so. Wow. Alright, well, that definitely swings it around in a big way for the Gosu Casuals against NWA, where they were previously down by 1 point. Now they're up by 3, which even... Yeah, I mean, 3-0s can do crazy things when it comes to series math.
Yeah.
Alright, so next up we've got a battle of captains between Team Netherstorm and Team Noob Central. Rather, this is one of the matches we were really talking about on Tavern Talk. Actually, it's pretty exciting to have the captains of both teams duking it out. They're both really strong players too, especially in the 2 seed. And I believe, yeah, I looked at their lineup. These guys are bringing some interesting classes as well. Twiz, just like Jason, has both Mage and Rogue. And Nade is also representing the Druid, which we don't see that much of.
Interesting that Twiz is the only player tonight that did not bring Shaman.
Yeah, I mean, you look week to week. There's like 80% people bringing Shaman, and I don't know. Some people don't bring it. And I don't know. I'm a Shaman player. I'm not afraid to admit it. I bring Thrall. Sometimes he doesn't get banned. He's a cool guy. He wins games.
I think some people bring Shaman and some people are wrong. I'm not sure why you wouldn't bring it right now.
Yeah, I feel you. That makes a lot of sense.
Thank you, Sam.
Yeah. So these guys are going to be going up at it. I don't believe they are doing any screenshot. No, they are now. Cool.
Okay.
Yeah, I think Jedi may have actually fallen asleep watching that. N'Zoth Paladin. And he may not have warned them soon enough ahead of time.
They're asking when is our game going to start, and he says next year.
Next year. Yeah, 2017. Season 4.
I don't know. Is Trump president yet?
Yeah, so we saw this before. Mage and Rogue for Twiz. Nades has a Warrior. Twiz is a well-known Freeze Mage player. I wonder if he's going to ban the Warrior. And then also leaving the Shaman up, as was the case before, which turned out pretty scary for Jason. He got smorked down pretty hard. I think the same might happen to Twiz. He may have even been watching that series and was like, "Oh God." That'd be a pretty interesting phenomena in THL where watching one streamed match influenced your strategy for your streamed match.
That'd be pretty funny. I don't think you ban the Warrior, though. I think some of your other decks deal really well against Warrior, like Rogue, for instance.
Yeah, I mean, you're not even pigeonholed into playing Freeze Mage. Like, I know it's a deck that he enjoys quite a bit, but maybe tonight it's just not the night. Like, he submitted it for week 5. His opponent has Druid, which, thanks to the meta tracker we know, the Beast Druid has about 57% against Freeze Mage, and we saw a little bit of that tonight. And there's also Shaman. If it's aggro, forget about it. And there's also Warrior. Armor's cheating, forget about it. So maybe he just has like a tempo mage thing.
A mid-range mage.
Mid-range mage. Maybe my good buddy Yogg.
Man, I hope so.
He's actually not my good buddy at all. You guys already know. Yeah, and then they both have Warlocks. Could be anything, although I think in the vast majority of cases, we've even seen this in anonymous polling for THL, is that we like our Zoo. And so does Ladder as a whole. In fact, oh man, I'm gonna pull up that Hearthstone meta tracker, which I'm ashamed to have not contributed today, not having played any games of Hearthstone, because I want to support this thing.
It's super cool.
Is that overall, when it comes to Warlock on ladder, 64% of people are playing Zoo. That's a lot. For how many Warlocks there are on ladder, the majority are playing Zoo, so. Reno fell a little bit out of favor. I'll miss their Molten Giants a bit. Yeah, not sure what the ban's gonna hold for Twiz.
Yeah,
if you're Naden, you have Druid, you have Shaman. There's a Mage and a Rogue on the other side. You just ban Warrior because Armor's cheating and Brawl is cheating.
Nah, you ban Warlock.
Zoo.
If you're Nade, you ban
Zoo's
Warlock.
very threatening. That's true.
It beats your Shaman, beats your Druid, beats your Warlock and your Warrior. And then as Twiz, you ban the Shaman.
Yeah, it feels right. Yeah, Warlock's actually getting increasingly more and more
Very good in
banned.
tournaments. Very good.
Oh, a Skype message. Nade banned Warrior. Okay.
Interesting.
Armor is cheat. Confirmed. I mean, maybe.
Yep, Twiz has the correct ban there.
And
I
Twiz
think
banned
that, yeah.
I mean,
It's always right.
Thrall is not nice people, as I like to say. I mean, I say such good things about him when he's on my side, but when he's on the opposite side, no.
I know what you mean. I've been
Same.
playing him in tournaments recently, and he's just solid. Aggro Shaman's the way to go. You don't play Loyans mid-range. That's more of a ladder deck.
Yeah.
Just because Aggro Shaman beats, like, Temple Warrior very well. It's like a 70-30.
Whoa, that's huge. Although, is everyone? Not
Not everyone's running to. Not everyone.
A lot of people are though. We also did some anonymous polling there, and maybe we'll have to do more of that in the future. It's really cool.
Nate just invited me to spectate, so we should be getting in.
Sick. I think they just got in because I've been looking at him like a hawk, and he was not playing any games.
Jaina,
Yeah.
cool down.
Oh, there we go.
Your soul
So
shall
Twiz opens with the
revive.
mage. I'm really
You
interested to
asked
see
for
which
it.
mage this is. If it's Freeze, which it looks like it is, unless it's Reno. Could be Reno. Yeah, if it's Freeze, supposedly he's landed a really good matchup, although I think it's weakened a ton with the loss of Mad Scientist, like so many.
Oh, he has a Crazed Alchemist in hand, so...
Do you think he keeps it?
Uh-huh.
With such a good hand already?
Oh, yeah.
Especially with that hand, he's keeping it 100%. Like, I don't think
keep-
he'll go back to
You
anything.
keep this whole hand. Yeah.
Keep that
Yep.
whole hand. And probably, yeah, even coin out double 1-drops. Because why not? Either you
Jaina,
push extra damage or you kill a Doomsayer, which...
your soul shall be mine.
Acidic Swamp Boots.
You
Okay,
asked
does that
for it.
mean...
I mean,
It's,
you know, right?
No.
Alright, Twiz, you're confusing me here because you banned a Shaman and you got an Acidic Swamp Boots in your deck. What is up?
Has to mean Reno, no?
That's what I'm thinking. Also, wait, Twiz's
Which
deck
means
was...
he's just...
I mean, I noticed something earlier when Twiz's deck was really nice and shiny, all golden. And I know he's a rogue player, so why is this Acidic Swamp Boots not gold?
Hmm.
It's annoying me.
Is he a rogue player?
Pretty sure.
I don't know. I feel like you're doing something here with, like, Verde being a rogue and freeze.
Alright, well, that might be the case.
Yep. You know, we're just general stage players, and I don't appreciate it.
Well, I'm sorry. Yeah, it looks like Doomsayer's coming out. Oh my
Yeah.
god. Gonna get flipped so hard.
It is.
The end is coming.
How ridiculous is it that Crazed Alchemist has finally found, like, it's actually going in decks and it
It's
feels
like-
right.
It's like a better owl.
Yep.
Yep. If Crazed Alchemist could just
Love my new
poop for me, that'd be really great.
It's
Yeah, so this is obviously devastating. Twiz really wanted that Doomsayer to go off, and like, it didn't even require a power overwhelming or anything. Like, terrible.
Yeah.
He draws the
he got
torch.
to develop his board along with it, which is just crazy.
Uh huh.
So, I don't know about you guys, but I'm actually, like, I'm actually very, very happy that he brought Reno Rage. It's like my favorite deck.
Is
I
this
have 0
is it
games on it.
confirmed? I
No,
mean,
not yet.
let's continue to be on the eye out. He could have just teched in that acidic swamp boost with the shaman ban.
Definitely not confirmed yet.
No.
Interesting.
All right, so he picks up another 2 cost. So he's just gonna go with this Frostbolt, which I like. Might force the Crazed Alchemist to trade, might not. Argus isn't the worst thing in the world. Double Juggler's a thought.
I think I like Argus just because then your turn 5 is better. You could like Juggler into Imp Gang Boss.
Yep, for sure.
And double Juggler now, then your turn 5 is more awkward.
So many
Although,
possibilities.
something somewhat fair to consider is that, I mean, the sooner Double Juggler, the better maybe, because Blizzard's so far away. It's something to think about.
Yeah, for sure.
And he seems to agree. This is gonna get a lot of damage in, it looks like. Oh, he goes face!
Walls.
The balls. He saw that one, Frostbolt. He's not scared anymore.
I'm not scared.
I
Was
actually
it a Frostbolt? I thought it.
God.
Yeah, it was a...
Oh, I
Okay,
forgot.
you also saw. He's played both so far this game.
Oh, okay, yeah.
Wait, both? Frostbolts?
He's played for Frostbolt and a Forgotten Torch.
Yeah.
So if he is some sort of Reno mage,
Right. Yeah, I mean, Nate saw the acidic swamp ooze. That's definitely got to be getting the gears turning in his head a little bit. You don't see that from what looks to have been a freeze mage up to this point.
So far, we've
Actually-
still only seen freeze mage cards.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
mean, these would go into any control mage.
Right. But I mean, like, no indication yet that it's for sure Reno.
Yeah, right. Yeah, I think Nade's thinking about doing this Argus to like protect one juggler from a blizzard. That'd be on his mind.
or I think it was to protect the one from the ping.
That too. Yep, kind of kills 2 birds with 1 stone. Okay, Twilight Drake, here we go.
We get to see the Arcane Intellect Frost Nova into Flame Strike win the game.
Something like that. Arcane Blast. Okay, we are doing Reno things now.
Absolutely.
Oh my God, play 2. Sorry, I'm rooting for the Reno mage here.
We know. I mean, that's okay. He might even play 2. He has the power overwhelming, so, and he has the juggles too, of course.
Yeah,
So-
I'd be scared.
While this is getting cleared,
You take 2 damage.
He gets
Yeah.
an extra juggle, or extra couple of juggles. Which is
yeah,
kinda
because juggler is just stupid.
big. Yeah, it's higher from the death.
If the board wasn't so full, Twiz would have been popped.
Yeah.
Right there.
You pop him now?
I don't think you do.
Why would you?
Because, I mean, you're going to pop him at 2 health. You're going to have a 1 damage minion on board. Why not have 2 1 damage minions on board and just get them to 1?
Yeah. I don't know. I feel like you're just not like you can't play Sea Giant next turn. What are you gonna draw? You draw like there's so many things you could draw that just like don't do anything.
If he had a Leroy in hand or something, then I'd be like, yeah, let's pop this. But
Oh yeah, but he just straight up doesn't have a way of dealing with it.
the jugglers are gone too.
He's gonna have a 1 damage minion on board, and he's
Be
not gonna
fair,
be able to play his Sea Giant. That's a dead card. in hand.
There's probably a lot of top decks that could lead to lethal though, like another Direwolf Alpha.
Oh my gosh,
Alexstrasza.
the Alexstrasza. Okay, so the other thing you could think of is Azure or Twilight Drake, and then
Ooh, I
Arcane Blast Ping.
would play the Tome. Because you might get another Ice Block or Ice Barrier. Could save you.
Okay.
Yeah, I'd be certainly tempted, because you can always Arcane Blast Ping next turn.
Well, I think you have to Arcane
Yeah, I
Blast.
got the Ice Barrier. Oh my god.
I'm at this turn, yeah. After the ball.
If you survive this turn, you're winning. I think. Oh my god.
There comes off the top. Oh my god! So he has to order it correctly.
Oh! Oh no! I mean, yeah, you do it.
Okay, there it is.
Oh my goodness! Then
Wow.
it had to be ice
That's
block.
nuts.
That's amazing.
This
So
is
this is
happened
one
to
of
Soulfire.
it's one of those zoo decks that actually puts Soulfire in their deck. Those are the more aggressive ones for sure.
I'm running 2 Soulfires right now in my tournament too.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it definitely improves like your good matchups by a ton. Like it really pushes the edge versus rogue, I think. Wow. Man, so close for Twiz. One more turn, and that Alex Straza would have made a huge difference.
Yeah, that was nuts.
And yeah, I mean, did he see any more weird things from that? I mean, he definitely knows it's not Freeze Mage. There was a Kabbalist tone.
Ball tone. Like that sets you off.
You asked
Uh-huh.
for it.
Big time. Nate's got Tempo Warrior
It's a
here.
Temple Warrior. You played a lot of Reno Mage, right, Sam? So how is this matchup? Because I have no idea.
Well, so I have like a 55% win rate against everything except for Shaman with Reno Mage. So
Okay.
it's like,
It's all right.
I don't know. I'm like not even that favored versus Control Warrior. I'm gonna be honest. Like, so pretty much what you want to do in this matchup is you want to get a Doomsayer early, and then you actually just have to play as many minions as possible.
Okay.
Like you can't really be the controller. You have to be the aggressor. You have to kind of play like a Reno lock.
Not all Reno mages that I've seen are exactly like this one though. Like I haven't seen all of them run Kabbalist Tome. I like it. I like to see it a lot, but
I'm running
all,
Kabbalist Tome.
Yeah, I love it. I just don't think that all of them are doing that.
No, I don't think so either.
I think it's a cool decision. So
Just
Nate
got my
looking
golden Kabbalist Tome. It felt good.
Oh my god. I opened about 6 in my packs. I deserve the gold.
I didn't open any in any of my packs.
Antonitis.
Yeah, that'll pay off in the long run. I do like this Doomsayer. Yeah, no way to kill it.
No.
Yep. That's just armor up.
Yeah, you could have battled or hit your dude with the Bloodtaker Battle Rage.
Yeah, I think Fiz's face wasn't damaged though. It's probably not worth just.
Yeah, it'll get better.
One
Oh
shot.
no, I was just trolling.
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah. You trolling. Yeah, so Twiz
Got
draws
it, you-
cards, gets a lot of nice options for the future.
You still have to play the 2/6 here.
I think
Yeah.
so. God, if Twiz is running Kodo, like a lot of Reno lists are, you could just pull one off the top.
That card is insane, by the way. Bloodhoof Brave.
Bloodhoof Brave, will he... You think he Blood Daggers it? While he has the mana? 'Cause he's probably playing Karen next turn.
Little does he know, now it just gets forbidden forbidden flame.
I think the Forbidden Flame might get played, like...
You could also just clear board. The Antonitis in hand it makes you kind of want to save the coin and the. So I'd probably
think
just forbidden flame it.
Seems good.
What's that 7-drop? Oh, Baron Geddon. Then
Baron Geddon, because you can't have 2 Flame Strikes. Can't have 2 Blizzards, so just get that guy in there.
Here's the Tempo card. Cannon Bloodhoof.
Oh yeah, the tempo is just
I have
incredible
no
for
time
this
for
play,
games.
but Sylvanas is also a tempo.
oh, why? What? Okay, I guess there's a meme I don't know about.
Well, Karen Bloodhoof is featured in Tempo Warrior lists, so therefore he must be tempo. But Karen is famously slow, so I just like to appreciate him for what he is.
So
Ooh,
I guess
Smork.
yeah, there's a 6 more here.
Flame
I
Shot.
mean, yeah, it was awkward either way. Against Sylvanas, you either deal with her or you kind of flood the board and ignore her.
Yeah, this Flame Strike's pretty good.
Yeah.
Flame Strike coin,
Coin,
Arcane Blast.
and then kill it.
I wonder.
And
You
then
could also
a lot
just like
just Blizzard and chill.
Yeah.
Literally.
Oh gosh, Slim
I mean,
Blizzard and shit.
this is actually really nice because the Sylvanas is well positioned to actually get a steal in the long run now. Like, it's got 2 health. You've got Arcane Blast. This is pretty neat.
We've also
I
able
really
to stop
like-
damage minions to make sure Battle Rage doesn't get out of control.
Yep, I really like that. And your opponent. I like how you haven't attacked your opponent either. It's good.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, definitely.
The
There
Baron
are...
Kid sucks here. It's an interesting pick in Tempo Warrior since it's a more controlling.
Yeah, actually.
Yeah, that's really interesting.
Definitely strengthens... well, looking at what Twiz had, strengthens the matchup against Warlock.
It does.
But that matchup was pretty good already.
Yeah, Temple Warriors are already very strong against Zoo.
I don't know.
Woodaker is OP and Ravaging Ghoul is OP.
Yep.
Gen's cool though. He's golden. But this is just really awkward for Nade. Like, he has no options. You can draw one card.
Yeah, as bad as it feels, I think you just cycle Battle Rage.
Cycle Battle Rage.
That's
I mean, you could like test a 50-50 with this ghoul and hope it gets stolen rather than Karen, because at this point it's kind of guaranteed. Maybe. Yeah, he's gonna risk it.
50 boys.
Deal with Sylvanas rather than
Oh,
sometimes lucky.
did it get the attack?
Oh,
It
he
attack.
got it all in there.
Oh, God.
Nice. So,
Karen, unfrozen now.
the armies of Stormwind, eh?
Mm. They'll be coming in due time. Meanwhile, Twiz has low health and a bunch of clunky stuff in there.
You could polymorph that.
Yeah. You
I like
actually
polymorph plus water elemental here. Probably the best play. You could also Archmage and then just bash it. But I actually think Archmage Frostnova is a way better play, saving it for later.
Yeah, I mean, this way you basically forfeited the fact, like, your Antonice is gonna die, but maybe soaking up the damage is valuable.
I think so.
So maybe this is, I'm like, to hang on to the Archmage forever may have been rewarding, but also too greedy. So by doing this, Twiz buys himself tons of time. I like it.
Oh, it's the second Battle Rage.
Yep. Realizes it's only getting one. Varian's gonna do his thing, so maybe you don't need to cycle that much.
Yeah. It is unfortunate to only get 2 cards off of 2 Battle Rages, though.
Yeah, you definitely expect more.
Ooh, so the Golden Baron Geddon versus the non-Golden Baron Geddon. Which one's favored?
Golden.
That has to get Fireball, right?
Yeah, he's gonna play the Conjurer though, just using up all the
Ooh,
mana.
that Flame Strike or Blizzard. I think probably the Blizzard is the pick here.
I like it. Yeah, it's a different kind of option. While Flame Strike is stronger, Blizzard's just a different kind of option to have available.
Is there anything else to do but Ray and Ren? I don't think Geddon does enough.
I don't think so either. I mean, you've seen a lot of the spells that would kill Grom, but even so.
If you're Nade, you're definitely wishing that card was one card later.
You just Ragnaros here.
I think so. Oh yeah. He's a loyal member of the armies of Stormwind.
These executes are going to be useful, apparently. Oh, Bug Creeper! What?
Whoa. Hello. So this is
spicy
maybe
meme.
one of those scenarios where the Blizzard is really nice to have picked up,
Absolutely.
This is a spicy meme, dude.
It really is.
because
I really
my
like
God.
Blizzard plus Water Elemental here.
Yeah, I like that a lot as well.
Blizzard, Water Elemental.
Into
Yeah,
Flame
because-
Strike Ping.
Yeah, because you can get the ping on Varian Rin next turn, and getting this Water Elemental. In fact, I was almost curious if Twiz was going to do the Water Elemental last turn instead of the Conjurer, because it's just so good to get
I
out.
like the Conjurer last turn.
Yeah, me too. Like, more options. Well.
That Polymorph is going to deal with Grom very easily. There's a Flame Strike, and everything's good.
I don't know.
And even
Spot.
I think Nade has one more activator in this deck left for Grom, which is incredibly awkward. Like, we saw one Whirlwind and one Blood Dagger get played. I'm pretty sure it's the last Icker.
Yeah.
Or some Murgleton shenanigans.
you could be running Well, this guy's running some crazy stuff.
Yeah.
We did see the bog creeper.
So maybe there's like a, I don't
He
know,
might be out.
abusive. What's it called? Cruel Taskmaster. Cruel Taskmaster are pretty much an abusive sergeant. They have the same job, right? Those guys are the same. One of them is just a little bit meaner.
I think they get along with each other, get back to work, get in there and fight Maggot. I mean, they see eye to eye, right?
Yeah, they should hang out sometime.
Just smorking with this Corcron
Nope.
could
he's
be a
alright.
play. Yeah, he doesn't want to get frozen. And kind of
Look at
wants to
this.
protect this board, like maybe he doesn't believe that it's getting cleared. Which, I mean, you kind of have to be optimistic like that. Oh god, there he is.
You like Reno Jackson Frost Nova here? I like Reno Jackson Frost Nova.
It's definitely the safest play. Is it the strongest play?
I don't know. It's really unlikely that you're gonna die from here. I think.
13 health is
As long
like...
as- yeah.
But just like getting him, it's not bad if you can get a dude.
No, definitely not. But maybe he thinks. I don't know. Maybe he thinks he's gonna Ryo out of Frost Nova, but probably not with
Yep.
Nate's being solo.
Oh, there he is. There's the activator.
Well, here's the play. Get Grom out there, hit this turn, Grom sticks, and then you enrage it next turn.
I
Yep.
think no matter what, we're gonna be rich this next turn.
I think so.
We're gonna have a small loan of $1 million.
The whole point of Reno decks is to get rich. Yeah, $1 million for sure.
So assuming Nate just like naked Groms, then you probably see like Polymorph Reno Jackson, and then you feel really, really good if you're Twiz.
Yeah,
I
yeah.
don't know, man. It,
With like your hand being just non-stop removal and threats and like 3 spells because you're cool.
this, is just,
Whoa.
this is so hard for Nade. Like,
Okay.
yeah, get rich. Mind if I roll need?
Yep.
I think you
By the
even
way-
just dropped the acidic swamp ooze.
Have we seen second
What if
war?
there's a Doomhammer from Malkrok?
Malkarok, yeah.
All right.
I think you
I'm
gotta
thinking
save it.
maybe Malkrok was dropped for Bog Creeper.
Yeah,
Most
definitely.
likely. Like Nade could just like not have Malkorok.
That budget replacement. Is he gonna execute this Reno here? I'm just really not sure what to do at this point. The options
Nice
are
gains
so-
in armor. I don't think that was right at all. Why would you gain an
Oh.
armor there?
I'd rather have
No,
the
I
health
don't think so.
guy
Me too.
than the one life.
You think Twiz has Nazoth? I know a lot of these do. He played the Sylvanas. He played the He had a Karen at one point, right?
No.
He had
I
the
don't
random loot hoarder, which I guess you could just play, but I don't know.
You play Lit Order in this deck. You don't run. He's not running this off.
Okay.
I don't know.
Could be.
We saw Ronan in the previous game.
Yeah, I kind of like that game.
We did see Ronan. This could be it.
He was in the hand, just kind of hanging out. He never really.
Reno Nazoth made boys.
Yeah, that's just saying special.
Oh baby, that's
I
a
really
spicy.
like it.
That's a spicy mean ball.
Yeah, he's executing this, and that's both executes down to. This is gonna be real happy with that. Acolyte, Frostbolt. If Cabal is
I
still
kinda
gonna
like
get
playing-
played,
I like
you
playing Acid
would
Drake here.
fill your hand in there. Or Baron getting pinged. Just leave this armor still behind. Kind of nice.
Yeah, I like this idea.
And yeah, this hurts the decision to hit that armor smith with the 1 damage. It's just dead to a ping now.
Ooh, you could have slammed Grom too. That's another
Oh.
action there.
An idea. Yeah, I forgot about
Oh.
the slams.
You hit into the Baron and you play the.
Yeah, that's something you can do.
Yeah, you have to live in this dream world right now.
You just gonna Grom and hit in, leave it 210.
He's seen a lot of the smaller removals that would be used to kill Grom in that sort of scenario. Like, or no, he hasn't even seen the Forgotten
Yeah.
Touch. He just saw Arcane Blast. Like,
Yeah.
but Grom's dead for sure.
Yeah.
Has to be.
It could still be
Right.
Fireball. It could still be Roaring Torch as well.
Yeah.
The Fireball I used was from Antonitis.
Yeah, I mean,
I'm surprised that we didn't see Grom come down a couple of turns ago onto the empty board.
Yep.
like
Doesn't
before
even
the
need to calling, but
before the Reno,
Yeah,
especially.
yeah.
Uh-huh. Man,
I don't feel so
Whenever-
off.
Oh, there's Forgotten Torch, which I think you prefer over Frostbolt.
Just ping
Absolutely.
torch.
This is my experience with these Reno mages, is that my hand's always so full. Like, if I have Ronin, it's going to be a liability. If I have Kabbalist Tome, it's just going to do this. But yeah, Twiz is just in full control. Like, the tempo's been lost. Warrior has not gotten to play the way that they like to do in this game. He's also hitting fatigue very soon. Twiz even still has polymorph. Kind of ridiculous.
Might see it here.
Let's see. That's yeah, I like it.
Goes up to 10 here.
Double Conical. That is so troll.
So this deck has an Ooze and a Harrison.
Wow.
Ooze and Harrison.
He really hates his weapons.
Oh, nice.
Look at that value.
Oh yeah.
That is a fire truck. Alright. Yeah, kills the Drake. It just feels so hard because I think we've seen so many of the big threats from Nade.
Yeah. You definitely Ooze now, if you can
Oh,
play.
Ooze and play Ronin. No, Ooze Ronin. Ooze Ronin.
Yeah, I really like Ooze Ronin. This is okay as well.
Oh.
Oh, the
Oh,
combo!
well, that's also pretty
It's just
good.
the thing at this point about Nade's deck is that actually I like the Harrison because Harrison could be a liability against Malcroc.
What do you mean? I would have just like.
Doomhammer, you fatigue, you're dead.
Well,
Like you just look at that Doomhammer. Yeah, it's really nice that Twiz was able to save that polymorph from before.
Yeah.
I mean,
yeah,
this
yeah.
rag has to. Yeah, he found the place. So now it's even dead on the board.
yeah, after this is polymorph, you gotta, like, Nate has to start feeling like he's just never gonna make it home.
And he's just revealing extra information.
Yeah.
That sick bog creeper.
I think I would be very surprised if we don't see a concede here.
Yeah. Because all the big threats are gone. Like this Frothing Berserker, it can't win the game.
No.
Second Ravaging Tool, it can't win the game. Yeah.
That's
Yes. So 1-1. What's with this series not being a sweep, guys?
Yeah.
I was told there would be brooms.
This is a Fantasia 2000 up in here.
Oh my god, yes. So Twiz brings a really unique deck. Kudos to him. Not too memey. This is a deck that people have actually climbed to good legend ranks with. So. Cool stuff.
Does that happen this season?
I don't know. Just saying.
I don't
can
think
hit
it's happened this season.
Just
Only
saying
people
can
that
hit.
hit legend.
Just saying can hit huge ranks with whatever he wants, and he likes that deck, from what I know.
That's true.
I don't know. Twiz still has Rogue and Warlock left. We don't know what kinds. There actually are a few different rogues floating around.
Definitely Nazoth Rogue. Reno Nazoth Rogue. Oh man, that deck is...
I mean, could be Nazoth Rogue. I don't know about Reno, but yeah, Nazoth
Yeah,
Rogue is
Nazoth
actually
Rogue.
pretty sick. Yeah, so these guys are thinking hard about what to queue up. Can definitely matter in scenarios like this. You want to put your best deck forward, and for Twiz, I thought it might actually be Rogue.
Versus Garrosh.
He feels way better with the Warlock, which looks to be Reno.
A Reno Warlock. I'm not sure how this one actually goes.
Maybe he just brought all Reno decks. Oh,
That'd be really funny.
maybe. Yeah, so I don't know. I feel like Reno Warlock should be good against Temple Warrior, but I'm just not sure, you know?
Probably depends on if you draw your AoE.
Yeah, right now things are looking pretty good for Twiz.
Are these the 4 seeds?
Two.
Oh, he's 2 seeds.
2 seeds. Oh, that's what I meant.
Did you guys see Twiz playing around with his cards a little bit? Make it look like Zoo? Even though there is just no way you're coining out.
Oh yeah, I mean, I do this too if I'm playing a slow Warlock. I mean, you gotta... But then he goes right into the into the turn. Doesn't even think about coining out that.
Oh my
drop.
god. Just play Fiery War Axe, dude.
I would, and then I'd get punished hard by Ooze, but I definitely would.
Yeah,
Oh, we're gonna see the Korkron here.
I see where you guys are coming from. Yeah, Korkon trading 1 for 1 with a 3-drop. Might happen. I think
think so.
Bloodhoof's decent though.
Yeah, Bloodhoof actually might even be better. I didn't even see that.
There's nothing wrong with it. I mean, except for getting coded. We don't see coded though.
Oh,
You could double slam it.
Right into yeah, that feels bad though. You're leaving
Yeah.
2-1-1s.
Yeah, he's gonna go with the Corcron. Do we see the faceless get picked up for Twiz? Probably a combo Reno. That's the most likely version, I would say. And the Golden Jiraxis.
Golden Jiraxis!
What a guy.
Man.
Has anyone seen the Warcraft movie?
Not yet. No spoiler Reno. Please,
I will.
Reno. Yeah, same.
I'm sure all of THL would be thrilled if you just spoiled it right now.
Yeah.
Right on stream.
Deathwing destroys Azeroth.
Rip. Darn. I like Azeroth.
I hope that's
I don't know. The person who plays the characters has low grades in school.
Wow. That's just brutally savage right there. Alright, so Hearthstone. Twiz played a minion that was going to get no value in this matchup. Great.
Yep, good job, Twiz.
He didn't really have any other options.
Oh man, sometimes
Fireware.
Aaron pulls 3 minions.
You know,
That's true.
that is true. He'll have Twisty Nether Javelin.
True.
Yeah. Now, you point out the Sylvanas? I don't know. I don't think you do. You happy enough oozing now?
She's
You can
10.
use tap. Use tap feels good. Tapping always feels good.
She's 10 in chat just suggested Obsidian Destroyer over Bug Creeper, and I think that's a very smart play.
Like it. Obsidian Destroyer, man. That card might get played soon. It's pretty good.
Maybe.
It doesn't want to slam the Suze apparently. Too good for that. Wants card draw. Yeah,
I'd definitely slam the use there.
I probably would have.
Yeah, I think so.
Oh,
Yes.
now he can slam his own Bloodhoof Brave trade into the Sylvanas.
Yeah,
This guy's
that's
next level.
pretty
Better
nice.
play. Oh,
Or not.
Or
You can do that.
This is,
You can do that play too.
I like this too. Sure.
it's
I
always
don't
slow.
think.
He needs
I think I like developing a minion behind it instead of like this.
I do
'Cause if you,
too.
like,
I
slam,
mean,
you could develop a minion afterward.
yeah, and Dark
Wait,
Bomb's
why
not a
would you
card.
develop Minion?
After you had slammed the
After you
Blood
attack.
Raven traded
Oh
the
yeah,
Sylvanas.
yeah, exactly.
Yeah, after you attack, then you develop the minion.
Kind of like that too. Like a Shadow Bolt would punish this pretty hard.
Yeah.
Although, I mean, the Sylvanas could get dealt with at any point with Slam and Corcron, but that's not really what he wants.
I don't mind. I like Spellbreakering that, to be honest.
Interesting. Does it go to a 2?
There's not a whole lot of silence in this deck, right?
Very true. Yeah.
Your magic
He's gonna silence it twice, man.
Oh, value.
Really showed it who the boss was.
And now that the Tempo Warrior has lost control of the board, it's usually really hard for him to get it back.
Oh, he
Yeah.
could on here. Well,
Corcoran
maybe.
and, like,
Oh, maybe play Fierce Monkey.
yeah, Fierce is better.
Fierce Monkey, Corcron OP.
Yeah.
I think so. Yeah, it might be hard to get back. And this is kind of the stage of the game where the Tempo Warrior looks to obviously build off the tempo that they built up to this point,
Right.
and play some of the larger threats to try and close out the game quickly, which, I mean, the Warlock's not under a ton of pressure. They'll be able to deal with those big threats whenever they come, and it's kind of a shame that they're not here now. Sooner rather than later.
And he's gonna have like a really easy board clear here. Twiz is with the Hellfire Mortal Coil,
Why not?
or just Mortal Coil.
Trade.
Just
Trade, right?
You'll trade every time.
Yeah, I don't think you want to Hellfire this.
I didn't know if he was gonna. Yeah, just
Yeah,
trade.
yeah.
Oh,
okay.
you didn't know that the Spellbreaker was living this turn?
Yeah.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Yeah, okay. I see that.
So now you just trade more Mortal Coil first and then trade.
Trade Mortal Coil, and what can he do behind it? Could get dragged up, shred all the armor, even
Oh,
Sonic
yeah.
good already.
That's pretty good.
Oh, Mountain Giant.
Mountain
And,
Giant, pretty.
Earthen.
Yep.
Mountain Giant Earthen Ring. Sick. This will force the second execute for sure.
Absolutely.
And at that point, Ragnaros just goes wild.
Oh yeah.
But we
You
do
double
play,
frothing?
we do play
Double frothing slam execute?
Double. So Ragnos is just gonna go standard here.
Yeah, Sorry, I misspoke before saying that he would go wild, but we do play standard.
Yeah.
I apologize.
He's
for
gonna
that.
go standard.
Yeah.
I'm glad you picked up on that, Slips.
Uh-huh. Yeah, and I think... Yeah, double frothing slam execute definitely feels right.
Get some 3/4s.
Uses all that mana. Yep, 3/4s that threaten to grow bigger if not dealt with. Which could
Okay.
actually be
Just gonna-
scary. Okay, he's gonna see what's up first. He's not going to play the double frothing. Maybe he thought that was too much of a commitment. Let's get both of them out there. Well, 4 words by Fire Be Purged. Does it hit the frothing?
Iron Sec.
Nope. I'm
You know,
not
it's
sure that.
crazy.
I'm not sure that it matters though.
Ooh.
All right, so this is lethal for sure. Just need War Song Commander. Uh,
Strong meta, Slim.
so he can slam this rag and probably kill it with the frothing.
Ooh,
Ooh, the battle rage
Oh
makes
my
it.
god,
good
that's
man.
crazy. Also, what? This is something you definitely should not play this frothing first. Your opponent has a 3-attack minion on board. What are you thinking?
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
What did he do there? He played frothing before he slammed. Correct?
No.
Yeah, he did.
Oh yeah, but like he should have
He didn't know
grabbed
that.
and Gould after or before the frothing.
Oh yeah, he had the ghoul already. So yeah, I can see that now. He picked up the battle rage though.
Yeah, that was
drawing
pretty...
extra cards because of it. So yeah, you gotta kill Rag. He's bad man. That was an error. Yeah, so Frothing's dead to that. Interesting forbidden ritual that Twiz has put in the arena lock here.
That is certainly interesting.
How you guys like a Emperor coin faceless? Darn.
One faceless on Emperor?
Yeah,
For the extra value?
goes with this. Pretty safe play. I mean, the Hellfire essentially only killed a 3/3 because the Earthen was going to die and push 3 damage. I don't know.
You have a kill on this Emperor.
Yeah. A little messy, but he's gonna go with the Bloodhook Brave. I kind of prefer Karen.
Well, this way you can kill it, right?
He could have killed it no matter what. He could have also played Karen.
Oh yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, I like me some Karen, but maybe this Bloodhoof sticks and applies pressure.
You get the armor too.
Looking to be the case right now, at least. Yeah, Jiraxis is kind of a funny card right now. Gets power overwhelming.
I'd definitely siphon the.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Because now you have combo in hand, right? Is this a full combo?
Yeah, that's 20 damage.
Yeah, so that's
Yeah.
lethal. Well, he's expecting the armor up, though.
Could be 1 damage off.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He also has a monkey.
Oh. Wait, what now?
Oh,
There's
yeah.
a monkey, which is taunt.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. That'll get played. Go with this.
Forbidden Ritual's not bad.
Yep.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, a lot of whirlwind effects have been used up to this point. Don't think Nate particularly wants to trade with these either. Armor Smith, yeah. Karen has to get played. Oh, he clears them both. And gets up to 21 damage.
21. Wow.
Does Argus change? No, there's just not enough mana. It's close though. Kinda. It's not close at all.
Maybe if he had an Enervate.
Yeah, he should try to tap for one of those.
Okay, wait.
Awkward.
Is there? I think you just probably like Jiraxis plus hero power, like hero power after.
Man, you're afraid, though.
Oh my god,
Dead
Are you?
Activator.
I'm so afraid.
Your opponent's already played two 2 blood takers and 2 slams. So like, what's happening?
That is true. And Whirlwind. So Grom
Yeah,
could not be activated. And
So you
Ragnaros-
definitely just play the dude
maybe.
there to get the shadow flame. What
I mean-
you can do some crazy stuff.
If Jiraxis was going to get played, it was without a tap, I think.
Yeah,
Right.
so you could play the dude.
So yeah, now it's just nothing.
That's certainly a rough turn.
That's some armor.
At the same time, Nade's not going to want to overcommit now. Probably. Although you
Yep.
have Karen's Death Rattle, so it's not such a big deal.
We don't see a twisting nether here either. Maybe we were just waiting for your abusive sergeant.
If he's running that, yeah.
Ooh,
Like,
Black Knight.
Good amount of variants are.
Black Knight's a cool card. I love that card.
It is. Not golden though.
So, if he didn't Jiraxis last turn, I don't think he'll do it this turn. 'Cause-
How bad is like baselessing the Karen?
Oh,
for
there's the
this
abusive, but
Now you're gonna be one off.
now you're going to be one off again, because he'll be at 25.
One turn too
Okay.
late.
So I think you just
This-
play Black Knight.
Yep, the
agree.
good old nude Black Knight. Although, I mean, he's at 16 health now. Jiraxis would put him down to 15. Is it the worst thing to play?
So many.
Do you want to keep life tapping? I mean, Reno's a card, so my guess is yes.
Oh yeah, actually you do just Jiraxis here.
I mean, I could see it either way.
But then you could. I was thinking about the weapon. I didn't think about the weapon before.
Jiraxis and
Oh
Maybe.
yeah, the weapon. You could push it to face even.
Yeah.
Just try and set up your combo.
I wonder.
I mean, yeah, what's 1 health difference at this point? Actually, with 7 damage on board, it's the difference of dying to Ragnaros.
ooh,
God,
that's
this
not
is-
bad. Senjin,
Oh, that's a tempo card.
this is a deck.
I mean, now he heals with this, at least.
You dropping anything?
Might drop, I may have dropped the Fierce Monkey.
I like the monkey.
Oh, but the Black Knight. You gotta play both the taunts, or Black Knight's gonna get you. I mean,
Where's Reno?
Twisting Nether and Shadow Flame are definitely first and foremost on Nade's mind right now.
Absolutely.
Yeah. But then like Reno is just like nowhere to be found.
Nope.
Actually, I know exactly where he is. He's in the bottom 7.
And Twist is in that awkward scenario where has 9 cards in his hand right now. That's why he ditched the coin earlier for nothing.
I don't like. I think if you win this game by just like playing Jiraxis earlier.
Yeah. He was dead to exactly Ragnaros the last turn though. If he had done it. Whereas before, like, there were risks for like random Grom pairings, but now it's just like a sure thing maybe.
There was never risk for random Grom pairings, I thought.
Yeah, because so
you
many
couldn't
of the
activate.
activators were used. Like, so many of the activators were used.
Like literally, he had to top deck Grom plus an activator that we didn't know he
I
had.
wonder.
So Black Knight is a play.
Maybe he taunts up the Black Knight.
None shall
Yeah, otherwise he's dead to 3 damage, which not the hardest to find. I mean, yeah. I think he has to at this point. Otherwise, it's like power overwhelming Shadow Flame, and then at that point, what do you do? Both executes were used. Like this taunt's decent. Oh baby. But that extends into what he's been playing around all along.
Yeah.
So my guess is that he doesn't want to do it.
Are you arming Stormwind here? And if so, like, how close are you to dying from big old man combo?
What now?
Just play the. Like, that's 24 damage. You're at 25 right now. Go up to a little bit more than that.
If he trades, he's getting more armor.
What if he just passes? Play some taunts. Oh man.
Sad thing about this turn is that I think Karen is getting popped. The Death Rattle was nice to have.
You could also like Ravaging Ghoul and just get straight out of combo range.
He either plays Variant or he doesn't. And he's going to play it. Okay. Okay, he does like this. I'm guessing he'll play this engine. Yeah. That's a lot of armor.
Yeah.
But now the Death
Now
Rattle
we-
is broken up and Shadow Flame becomes more of an option. Could even Peddler for another power overwhelming to make him not feel bad about using one for a Shadow Flame.
What's a Peddler Shadow Flame? Like I don't know.
Kodo has a sure target, but that's just not that good. Demon Wrath accomplishing nothing. Yeah, I mean, it feels like Shadow Flame. Could Peddler just for some assurance.
And he's hoping so much for this Reno. Where is it?
Yeah, there's
Ooh,
another power overwhelming. Which it's a shame both can't be used for the combo for 8 damage, but
You can just leave him with like 2 attack. Then you die to reg. I don't want to die to reg.
no, not too much. Yeah, not that many other options.
Peddler Shadow Flame.
Yeah.
Do it
Yeah,
on the Peddler. Do it on the Peddler.
you do it on the Peddler. I mean, I don't know how the Argus was going to get healed this game, but it may have happened.
Oh, Argus could attack.
Yeah. Also, oh yeah. Also, playing the abusive, not playing the abusive.
He's
Saved
worried
it.
about reg.
Yeah. Okay, yeah, that's consistent. I think he's been worried about Rag for quite a while, actually.
Oh yeah.
So yeah, this is consistent with that. And honestly, Rag
That's that Reno is nowhere to be found.
Yes, you build your whole deck around him, and he just doesn't show up. I mean, Armies of Stormwind feels bad. Like, it walks right into Twisting Nether, but we don't even see it. You have to play him at some point,
What now?
right?
Yeah. Like you're playing.
Also-
Okay, so the only play here is play the Varian. Like
Also, Sam, why did you lie earlier? There's a Blood Decker here.
I
Said
thought
there were-
I
you said you
would.
were played, and I trust you.
Well, that was. I'm sorry about that. I got. I stood up and my headphones just somehow like got caught on my chair and then
It's
planted
okay.
straight into my.
The apology was good. It was very Canadian of you. Alright, who's in this Ardian?
Oh,
my
lethal.
God. Well then,
Oh my god!
they came in the right order too. If
Yeah,
Rag
that's
had come
horrible.
before Berengen, that's okay.
Feels
I'm
bad.
alright.
Dude, that's pretty neat.
Wow, the
Feels
Berengen
bad.
inclusion, like Berengen, he did his master of solid right there.
Those are some armies of Stormwind.
Like I've been watching these lore videos. Apparently, he's the first lieutenant or second lieutenant to Ragnaros the Fire Lord, and look what he did for him. Like, he just paved the way.
You know who the first lieutenant is?
It was that guy in the Blackrock Mountain, right? The like the Earth Elemental dude. Or no, it's Major
That's-
Domo. Duh.
Yeah. Major Domo. Can you hear me?
Yes.
Absolutely.
Oh my God. So all right, that was something.
The armies of Stormwind.
And Mange, I'm so sorry that Ragnaros had to end the game like that.
You know, you had to bring it up.
Protect the wild.
I did.
Your soul shall be mine.
So all Nate has left is Druid.
Feels bad, man.
I know. We've all
Ooh,
got
this
our
opening hand is really nice.
We've all got our demons.
Looks like a Cthulhu Druid, right? With this the brand.
That's a plan.
I do
The
not know
brand
many
makes me
other
think it's
druids that
Cthulhu?
run. Yeah. Not many other druids run Brand Bronzebeard.
You just innervate Bran.
You think?
Oh God. Yeah.
Yeah.
I
Like
kind
what?
of like this.
How is it getting removed?
I mean, there's way better things to innervate out, right?
Yeah, you probably get more value out of Innovate later.
Gosh, not coining him there though. Like he has so many 3-drops, you can just straight up.
I mean, you have to wild growth, right? I mean, my guess is that the deck is fairly heavy, and you have to hope that you're going to draw into some of that. Like, this Azure Drake's pretty cool to coin out. It's
Yeah.
got the innervate for future options. Like, just having this innervate with the brand And then Nourish, like so many more options have come up now.
Okay, yeah. He's got some pretty good draws though.
Yeah, for sure.
I was really trying to work with what we had in hand.
Twiz not running Shadow Bolt. Haven't seen it in any of these games. I
True.
was thinking it'd be so good right now.
So I don't
Doesn't
know.
respect
I want to
Druid.
nourish. I want to nourish to gain 2 mana crystals and wrath it.
Oh my god. I
But
mean, he might just draw all the cards, right? Oh
I don't know.
my god.
Oh, the Fandral.
Drawing all the cards, probably innervating out this Wrath. See, I like how the brand is looking now at this point in the game, because it can get paired with Disciple of Cthulhu and do 4 damage and buff Cthulhu double. Not that there's any of like those cards that require the 10 power Cthulhu to activate off, but I think you see what I mean. You can kill this, but it's extremely weak. Fandral doesn't feel safe. Fandral deals 5 damage to that, right? The way the spell power happens is confusing, but yeah, I believe it's 5 damage. So.
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah.
You don't get spell damage on the 1 damage and draw a card.
Yeah, you just get the spell damage once, even though some people think
So-
you get.
Yeah, because like
I
when
like
you have
the Fan
Fandral in play,
Disciple.
yeah, me too. When Fandral's in play, how it works is it just combines both effects. So Wrath now says deal 4 damage, draw a card.
It's still one spell. Like it combines the 2 damage effects together, and then adds one. You can play the Fandral.
Wrath it
So
for 5.
This leaves Nade with 2 like fairly large threats that I think Twiz would like to deal with. He's getting pretty low. Got a lot of cards though. Easily more loyal this. But then there's nothing so pretty to deal with this Azure Drake. There's like Earthen Ring, Imp Gang Boss. Earthen Ring to heal the Drake is probably good. But then the swipe is wow.
As a drink.
Only the oh, is he gonna Shadow Flame?
And what if swipe was choose 1, deal 4 damage, or deal 1 damage to all enemy minions?
Almost out of time.
I mean, you can deal 1 damage to all enemy minions. You just you aim it at the face.
Yep.
Seems good. Yeah, he's gonna go with the Imp Gang Boss. Thought about the Shadow Flame for a sec, but decided better of it. And
Pretty
this
good swipe here.
could just be a really good swipe. Could even finish off with the Disciple if you want. So.
You
Rather
see the
than-
Black Knight in hand,
And
we see the Ancient of War in hand.
yeah, he saw that Black Knight last game.
We're gonna see. That's gonna make things happen, right?
He saw that Black Knight last game.
That's all I'm saying. Those two are gonna hang out.
I think it's worth playing around.
Black
fact-
Knight Pyroblast a minion.
I mean, I like a Dark Arakoa,
What to do?
like Innervate, Disciple of Cthulhu. Even you could pop off the first body of the Imp King boss, finish off the Twilight Drake.
Cthulhu! Cthulhu! Cthulhu!
Interesting.
Time waits for
Swipe in the
Nice.
dome,
Well, then just go face.
and
you
yeah,
have
I'm
an
guessing.
Innervate food next turn.
I guess, but Cthulhu's like doing 8 damage, which is lethal. To be fair. Yeah, I mean, Nate definitely paced out the
Who knows
the ramp
what secrets
in a
will
way that has been really, really annoying for Twiz to deal with. Good amount of heal, 5 damage to get through.
Oh.
Twin Emperor is not live yet, but the second swipe is, I mean, just about as good as the first.
You also Innervate Cthulhu here. not even that bad.
You could, but I feel like you want to end the game with Cthulhu against a Reno deck.
Do
I
you?
don't know. Yeah, just
I feel like just getting a big threat on board would be nice, especially when you have 3 big taunts in play. Or in hand.
Who knows
I was
what
getting the Interrupt Dark Arco. That's pretty sick. Buffs Cthulhu by 6.
Damn.
Probably trading with Bran.
Of course, yeah. I think that's definitely the play.
Too scary to leave Bran up. He's just that kind of card.
Yeah, and then opponent's got a Black Knight, hit into Brand Shadow Flame.
Yeah.
Oh no, he doesn't have 10 mana. Never mind.
Well, he'll Black Knight. Also, yeah, Dark Peddler's not bad.
more selling.
Corruption's actually pretty good.
For
But
one of
it's
the bigger
way
thoughts.
Yeah, it's way better though when you have like a life total.
Oh, he isn't killing Bran.
Bran plus a 14/14 Cthulhu. That is instant death.
Wait. The game has been won.
Oh wait, but he's at 9
Yes.
mana.
You just Twin Emperor here, right? And then he has to Twisting Nether, and then you Cthulhu for 14.
Or Power Overwhelming Shadow Flame, which we see.
Okay. And then
yeah.
what does he do? Does he heal at that point?
There's like
Like
nothing.
he needs. Yeah.
It's bad. It's like all kinds of bad either way. Because if the board gets cleared, Wiz is not really developing something to block Cthulhu damage.
Okay, so you can like Reno. No, you can't Reno Shadow Flame. Yeah, you lose this one. I'm sorry, Twiz.
Not quite enough mana. Well, no. Nah, we're good, because he got this Refreshment Feather, which is helping out.
Okay, yeah, that's
It's a
kind of like
14
heal 9.
damage. All Cthulhu hits must go Wiz.
Get your final case here.
Okay, yeah, that's true.
But again, the Black Knight's gone. Ancient of Lore is here.
Corruption, though.
Corruption, though. Gets us all eventually.
He does have a rag in hand. Okay, come on, Twiz. We got this.
Nate should probably cycle his Wild Growth. I think it's happening no matter what this turn. I don't think you're swiping because you need a hero power for it to mean something. Yeah, Ancient of Lore is looking to soak up a good amount of damage. It would take more. Might just be the play, but he's drawing first because probably gonna hit no matter what. Alright, Twilight Elder's cute. Alright, so he plays the Emperor. What does this enable? It enables Druid the Claw Swipe hero power. And the all-important Cthulhu plus Living Roots combo. And Emperor is just really annoying to deal with. YOLO Rag? Nah.
You don't like that yellow rag?
I don't know. Just,
Good rag double trade, too.
just feels bad.
Rag Corruption?
Even if corruption happens before the Emperor dies, it gets another round. Feels Doomsayer, okay. Mountain Giant's playable now. I might just play that. I kind of like Rag better because he's a Mountain Giant that. This is pretty neat too, though. It's a lot of health. He knows it's Cthulhu at this point. Definitely one of the things you fear the most, right?
Hey, Brandon.
So there's no way to kill the Mountain Giant. Is he just gonna play the Cthulhu?
Cthulhu could come out. Cthulhu could win game, too.
Oh, it could.
You can also
really-
kill the Mountain Giant by charging a Druid of the Claw into it and playing
True.
Twilight as well.
I mean, that's not a bad play at all. Like with what's available in the hand, what's in the hand is just so good. Could not
Also,
blame
Twiz just doesn't draw Reno.
that. Does the swipe like this, which makes me think that okay. So hero power with the MC Tech Drake pairs against the Mountain Giant. Twiz doesn't feel too comfortable in this spot for sure.
That's got to be a siphon, right?
Gotta be a siphon. The funny thing is, it's
Trade rag. Oh,
that would have been so vulnerable to Cthulhu. Yeah, trade rag it is. I mean,
feels bad, man.
honestly, Cthulhu does win the game here sometimes, but you don't need to.
Well, okay, so Cthulhu either wins you the like, or it could. There's other times where it kills the rag, right?
So let's say it puts like it goes 50-50, 7 to rag and 7 to face. That's bad. Let's say it does 8 to face, 6 to rag. That's bad. So I don't know.
Yeah, 6 to rag or 8 to rag plus 6 to face. Pretty good.
Yeah.
Your opponent just has to draw.
He's gonna play the 2 4s and the 2. It looks like, not using their original mana cost. Nate really doesn't seem to be wanting to play these Ancient of Wars. Maybe because of stuff like that Siphon Soul. Maybe because of Spellbreaker. Who knows? Is he charging though? I wouldn't blame him.
Where shall I strike?
Nah. Wouldn't blame him because that damage could just mean so much in terms of ending the game.
You are weak.
I'm not sure what the taunt is helping you out with.
You're totally faceless. Shadow Flame. I think it's probably the play.
Faceless Shadow Flame.
Sucks it doesn't
Yeah.
kill the 4/10 though.
Yeah. That's unfortunate.
You could also siphon the 4/10 and just hope.
Siphon the 4/10. Yeah, it feels pretty bad. One way or another.
Eruption. Okay.
Yeah,
Maybe
definitely siphon
just drop the
4/10.
Doomsayer actually.
Ooh. That is a play. Alright, so the corrupted Druid of the Claw got killed, but Twiz isn't even mad. He knew full well that was a possibility.
Just happy it didn't go face.
Definitely Raven Idol for something like a Reckless Rocketeer. Okay, he goes for the spell. Naturalize. I don't think you want to play that against a Reno deck. I don't see anything wrong with getting the second Raven Idol. Yeah, why not? Oh, it's Cthulhu time! And it's a kill. Was that always going to be a kill?
Nope.
No, because it could have just killed the rag and then he would have left high and dry. Alright,
Or
cool.
two more hits. So Nate wins that game. Very well played by both players.
Nade wins the match. I mean, that Varian Rin into the Barongeddon and then Ragnaros, rather than the Ragnaros and the Barongeddon, was pretty good. That was one of the more unique things that I've seen in Hearthstone lately. Is Varian Rin summoning minions in the proper order to assure lethal. Makes me think the deck was stacked, but we wouldn't accuse people of that in THL because it's actually impossible, as far as we know. If anyone figures out how to do it, I'm not saying you should let me know, but you should probably let me know. And then I'll let Ben Brode know, of course. Kappa Keepa. Yeah, so that's the that's the night. Let's see how the series was up until that point between the Noob Central and Netherstorm. Noob Central was down initially. Stiller went down 2-3 to Sir Spams a lot. So the 3-1 win from Nade is certainly appreciated. I'm just refreshing the page because more games could have been played, but they weren't. Yeah, so that was it.
Yeah.
And other than that, we had 2 sweeps. So we were 1 game off all the sweeps again. So pretty interesting subs. Some pretty interesting decks, for sure. People continuing to bring Paladin. Had the most exciting N'Zoth mirror ever. I wasn't watching the chat, but there may have been Resident Sleepers. I don't know. Yeah,
there was
a lot of Smork in the first series. But that's just kind of like, you just identify that that's the appropriate strategy and you feel no shame. Don't fear what Brunson will say to you about your strategy. Just Get that 3-0 win, and
Oh,
you
yeah.
will be happy. You will. Yeah. So I guess that's about it for Salty Saturday here. I don't know if you guys had any more words to say.
I just wanted. Thanks for having me on, guys. Good night. Stay salty.